Hello there. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Hello, dorks. It's another episode of Critical Role Call of the Netherdeep. This is episode 14, Into the Life Dome, where I am told there are going to be lives and domes. I'm your Dungeon Master, Kelly. Are you seeing him? I'm excited to be here tonight because we get lives and domes. And I haven't had a life in years, so this is very exciting to me. But, anyway, very, very happy to be back here this week for another episode of Call of the Netherdeep. Christine will not be joining us tonight. She is recovering from, she messed up her back, basically, so she's taking some time off from sitting down to be recumbent. I guess that's on your back.
Yeah.
She's laying down a lot to not strain it. She's going to be here tomorrow night for a few minutes at least on Shards of Nirn, but after next week she should hopefully be back as normal, but that's fine. Zenada doesn't have to be here every time. We'll just miss her. So Christine, if you're watching right now, I hope you're feeling better, and we love you very much.
Get well soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully, right?
Fix your back.
And we're just going to count out our Hurt the Moors. So I have how many Hurt the Moors? Let's do some basic
I'm just doing a thing right now. I'm just looking. I'm putting it in our ping chat right now.
Are you? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Hurt the Moor. Something good happens.
And then 3 Hurt the Moor.
Okay. And then
All
I've
right,
got one drama bomb. Got one drama.
All right. It's all in the ping chat for you. And then determination for Sabina.
Okay. So only 3 Hurt the Moors? Come on, guys.
4 in total.
Oh, 4 in total? Okay.
Was that including the one Christa got?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then
Excellent.
something good happens and a determination for Sabina. Okay, something good happens. Boop. All right, there we go. All right. So hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome to Call of the Netherdeep here on, I almost said Critical Role, but this is Dork Tales. Hope you're all having a good time tonight. And without further ado, I think we should go around and introduce ourselves for y'all in case you forgot who we are. So starting to my immediate east, Robin.
Hello, I'm Robin. I use she, her pronouns. And tonight I am playing Kaeko Skaar, the most glorious mountain hussy, who is our barbarian. And yeah, it's been a while since we played.
Been a while.
Been a while. My poor husband's shop got destroyed. It's fine.
Since my poor husband's shop got destroyed, it's been a while. All right.
Does he sell avocados in that shop?
He'd have a lot more money if he did.
And corn. So many memes.
So many corn.
It has the juice.
It does have the juice.
All right. Let's pass it over to Christa. Hi, Christa.
Hello, I'm Christa. I'm SheHeStuffX in the chat and over on TikTok. I use she, her, or they, them pronouns, and I am playing Sabina Moorden, the Beastmaster Ranger, the Lotus Den Halfling, and her beast companion, animal companion, Dax, the Moorbounder.
All right, down to Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris. I use he, him, or they pronouns. You can find me on Dork Tales and or Diggy Blogg in the chat. And tonight I will be playing Dorlen Wildrock, the button-pushing, hyper not focused gnome.
Nice. That's just you got your niche, really, is what we're saying.
We gotta have somebody who will grab the really awesome, obviously trapped thing just to make things interesting, right?
Right. And finally, last but not least, Caitlan.
Hello, I'm Caitlan. I use she, her pronouns. And tonight I'll be playing Xarria Rainn, the tiefling cleric of the group.
Excellent. And as I said before, our orc, half-orc shaped fighter is not going to be here tonight, but she will return hopefully next week. So, with that, any first or last announcements before we begin? I just wanted to quickly say as well that if you have not watched Spelljammer, it launched this Sunday previous and will be up tomorrow. I've had some internet difficulties during the day here, but it will be uploaded tomorrow, so slightly late. as well, if you're listening to our podcast, there's going to be a bunch of new stuff happening on the podcast. Ron Spelljammer is going to be on the podcast every other week when it goes up. And I am in the process of remixing, editing, toning, whatever I can do with it, the audio from our Reign of Emery's homebrew campaign. So hopefully you'll be able to go and join that finally. It'll all be on the podcast. I'll be releasing that weekly so you can get caught up and have a great time with that. Besides that, was there any other thing that I wanted to say? We got a lot of great stuff coming out in the near future. We're already gearing up for Dragonlance, which is going to be fantastic. And thank you all who came out for Extra Life last weekend and supported us and helped us raise $10,000 over 3 days. That's more than $3,000 a day, and in Canadian dollars, that's like $5,000 a day. So that's pretty damn good.
It's wild.
So, thank you so much.
You guys are amazing.
And that's not even our last one. We got another one that's going to happen in November, and maybe even something fun for Christmas. But that might not be an Extra Life thing. That might just be a me thing. You never know. We'll find out. Also,
some candle night shit.
Some candle night shit. The 12 Nights of Dork Tales. 5 golden rings.
Wait. Kelly, you can't say things like this because that sounds amazing.
Yeah, you don't think I've actually not been planning this? I was gonna go visit my mom for Christmas, but that got canceled. So
instead, you were like 12 days of Dork Tales. Let's do this.
Yeah, but then I looked up what the 12 days are.
I am a basic Christmas bitch.
So I looked up what the 12 days are, and they're the days between Christmas and what is it, Epiphany? Well, that's only 7 days.
Yeah, Epiphany.
So it's Epiphany, and I'm like, I had an epiphany. That's a lot. I don't know if I want to do that on New Year's Day, but maybe. We'll figure that out. And then next year we've got a huge celebration coming because you know what I realized? Next November is going to be Dork Tales' 5-year anniversary.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah, and like, which is not like my full-time job anniversary with Dork Tales, but it is our founding as a channel, which is cute. I love it. Besides that, last things, a couple of quick announcements from our friends. Art Hard Studios is down in the chat right now. If you want to go watch a fantastic Dungeons and Dragons game after we're done tonight, because tonight's going to be a little bit shorter just to accommodate Christine and make sure that we don't leave her in the dust, hopefully. But if we're ending early, go visit them. You'll have a great time. It's just a bummer that we both run on Tuesday nights for this, because I would love to be lurking in their chat all night. Also, our friend Vahid over at Dice Legends, which Robin and I guest starred at a couple weeks ago, is doing a big season end arc. And so follow Dice Legends with a Z or a Z at the end of it instead of an S, and on pretty much any social media platform, and you'll be able to find that. And then finally, the last thing that is really crucial that you know is that today is Tuesday. On Friday night, if you go to twitch.tv/Brekarius, that's BREKARIUS, you are going to see not one but 2 members of the Dork Tales team debuting on Uncle Breck's channel, Funkle Breck. So both Trizelta, who's a regular over there, and Michael, our graphics guy, and who you've known in several other games, is going to be there playing in a brand new campaign that's going to be on Friday nights. So nice. Go check them out. I think that's all I have to say for announcements. I'll remind you to go watch Tabletop Titties during the break. But besides that, anything else? All right. Remind me to.
We're talking to other channels. You can find me on Saturdays over at Lawful Stupid RPG.
All right. And with that, it's time to begin Call of the Netherdeep here on Dork Tales. I got so much water in my whiskers right there. Don't ever grow a beard.
Don't ever water my whiskers.
Don't ever water my whiskers. Don't ever water. It's going in my notes.
Amazing.
I really wish I had a brain implant so that I could just auto note things rather than taking a moment to do them. I think that would be pretty great. That would be pretty great.
Just note.
Right. And then I just am grabbing the last song, and then we're gonna head in. There we go. It's right there. Streets of Cairo. Oh, it's already playing. Well, that's great. All right. Y'all ready for this?
Right?
It's been 2 days since you went up against that cultist and ended up making sure he was put away behind bars. The cultists of Zahir will not be bothering anyone for the foreseeable future, for worshipping the betrayer gods is something of a crime inside of Ank'Harel. The rest of you have spent the last couple of days working, enjoying yourselves, relaxing as best you can. Sabina, you've been going on walks with Dax when it's gotten either late enough or early enough that the streets are not flooded with people. It's the desert, though, and you've been finding what sanctuary you could there in the gardens of the Step Aside. You've actually had some very pleasant conversations with Irawan and Kalanau, the two proprietors who have been there for quite some time. They established the place, and there's always a bit of deference to them, you've noticed. Whenever anybody comes through, particularly anybody who is armored or armed, there's a certain amount of deference to these two, even though they appear just as a happy, retired couple. Perhaps mercenary work in their younger days. Xarria and Dorlen have been keeping busy as much as anywhere else. Xarria, there are a number of temples, vistas. There's even some plays inside of the city for you to catch. There's actual culture here. It's a nice change of pace from the wastelands. I mean, Xorhas is fine, but let's be honest, there's not much to do on a weekend night down there aside from get drunk down at the local tavern. And while there's plenty of that in Ank'Harel, there's actual culture here. Dorlen, you've been enjoying a part of the culture as well. A number of books splayed out before you each night in the library, learning, tinkering with things, nearly blowing up your inn on at least one occasion. And Kaeko, you have been spending the day right now recovering from your first stint in the arena. You did decently well, enough that you placed a lower rank. You were just testing the waters, though, and intend to return again soon. However, a missive arrives at your door from your good friend, Prolix, that asks if you have a time to meet. It's just a letter slid under your door. Can I get a perception roll from each of you?
Also, you said it's been a few days, so did we miss the...
No, you had 3 days until that, so that's tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I'm a high roller tonight. I got a 12.
Ooh, fancy.
Let me look at my perception. Come on, Kaeko, let's go. I rolled an 18, and then perception is 19.
26,
19,
I think.
fantastic.
22
Yeah,
for me.
26.
All right, so with 26 is going to take it absolutely, and that was Xarria, right?
Yep.
Xarria, you're going to hear the sound of a piece of paper sliding under your door as you're... What are you doing at that moment in your hotel room? It's early morning on the second day, and I'd say probably around 9 o'clock. Breakfast has been
Probably.
served.
Yeah, brushing your hair with a cup of tea or something.
Okay, so you'll hear that sound go underneath your door. What do you do?
What's that? I'm gonna go over and pick it up.
Okay. It's a little missive from Prolix that says, I would like to meet with you sometime soon to talk about your mission with the Allegiance of Allsight. If you're available, I'll be here at lunch. You'll hear the sound of someone stepping in the hallway right now going, It sounds like another piece of paper is being slid under another door.
We got a letter from Prolix about that mission he was telling us about earlier. He'll be here at lunch, he says.
Oh,
I want
like
to talk to him.
here at the inn?
Well, he
inn
doesn't
does
say
have a
clearly, but I
restaurant in it.
assume so.
Oh, okay, good. I thought you meant like maybe he was coming into the room, and I'm like, dude, personal space.
Well, he did announce his arrival before he came, at least, right?
That's generally what Bodhi does, yes.
Now, who is staying in which room?
That is
Because how
a
many rooms
good
did we
question.
get? 2?
You got 2 rooms, if I'm not mistaken.
So
I have been
who
trying
has
to
the-
study with Dorlen.
Okay,
Okay.
I was gonna say, who has the honor of being in Dorlen's room?
Oh my goodness.
I feel
So
like at
who's
least
mi-
one of the people with healing spells needs to be in there.
Yeah,
Who's
right.
minding Dorlen?
Dorlen has healing spells.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you
But if
asking
he's
who's his
unconscious-
babysitter?
Yes.
Yep.
Who
Absolutely.
babies
Perfect.
Sabina will be. Yeah, so Sabina and Dorlen will split a room.
Okay, sounds good.
And
So,
Dax.
and
Dax, yes.
Kaeko, besides getting a little bludgeoned at the arena, which was more just like an entrance match to see whether or not you were good enough to actually compete.
Yeah, they figure out where to stack me on the
Exactly.
intro roster. Yeah, exactly.
Then you went and
Mm.
got stacked in a different place because your
Yeah.
husband's in town. So
Yeah, exactly. So Xarria probably gets like a room to herself. 'Cause
basically,
Keiko-
it's like that college roommate that's never around. The best.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
Nice.
Keiko's that.
Which is always the best. So yeah,
Gotcha.
please continue.
So, I think we should talk with him. I think that was the one that he said that there was payment involved. Well,
Oh,
we got a little up in his face before. Anyway, we can talk to him later. But, I suppose we should inform the others.
yes, and find that Zenada.
Oh,
Let her
yes.
know. She may not want to hang around too much. She did mention that she's, out and about and guiding us through town, so she might have her own life. She may, just getting to know us.
It's true.
Getting to know you.
Okay.
All right. So if you
Are
head across,
we close? Oh, sorry.
yeah, you guys are just across the hall from each other.
Perfect.
So heading across, you can hear the sound of Sabina humming on the inside of the next room, some tuneless song from something or another.
Some old
Can you
play.
do that a little? Can you do that a little louder? I want to see if I can add it to the Kaeko box.
Oh, I don't have much of a voice, but I can play it on the flute for you.
Yeah, let's try that.
Okay. She'll pull out her flute.
All right, maybe a performance check. Let's see how well you're doing.
Okay. I am proficient in flute. That's gonna be a 21.
Nice. All right, so you'll be able to very easily play a wonderful tune. And as you do, actually, one moment, let me just see what happens. Of course. You're going to be playing like a nice little melody on the flute that you've heard recently played throughout town. It's seems to be quite popular. It's being played in quite a few different places around the city. But as you're playing, you're going to notice a bit of motion out of the corner of your eye with your passive perception. And there you'll see that the window, now all of the windows in this place are, they're basically stick and pole operations, like windows that flap down and then you raise them with
yes.
a pole and stick them in so that they prop outward, kind of siphoning some of the air out. And your windows are open at the moment, and as you are there, you're going to hear the sound of slight scraping and shifting. And as you look at that, you'll see that clinging to the edge of your windowsill is a small brown snake that has climbed up the side of the building and has come to your windowsill and is just swaying back and forth as you play.
Oh. She'll smile as she plays along and get a little closer and sort of sway with it.
Okay. It's going to make me an animal handling check. Do it
Sure.
with advantage because you're playing a song that it likes.
Fantastic.
Is it poison?
We'll find out.
That's not great.
Is the song she's
13.
playing poison?
Oh wait, I have determination. Can I use determination for this?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Fantastic. That'll be 16.
And I clicked the wrong button, so boop, there we go. 16. All right. So the snake seems very comfortable with your presence. It'll kind of jive out with you, and like nearby you can see that Dax is getting his hackles up a bit. He's eyeing it very carefully in case it decides to do anything. Taking a look at it with your animal handling roll, you can see that it is a small viper.
Ooh.
It seems
Okay.
just to be chilling for the most part, though, listening to the music. It's not hooded. If anything, it kind of looks like an Egyptian asp,
Okay.
which here
Can I
would
cast Speak with Animals as I play?
Yeah, you totally can.
Fantastic. I'll cast Speak with Animals. And then kind of pull my plane down, or I'll pull my plane down for a second and say, Dorlen, can you play that back, please?
Yeah. Hold on a moment. I'm not sure I actually can without casting a spell. But,
That's fine
I
if you
think
can't, but
I think as a rock gnome, I might be able to make like a little trinket or something that
You
make
can.
a
You can.
sound
Yeah, sure.
or
All out.
something. If all right, I will try and do that.
Sure.
then.
Just make me a tinkerer's kit roll.
Yes.
Tinker tools.
Okay,
Tinker toys.
And do you want
easy
intelligence or
Yep, it's intelligence plus
right? And
to see if you could
so
catch it. You basically just have a talk boy.
25.
It starts playing again out of your little device, a little more hollow than before, but still good. And the snake will kind of look over at you, narrow its eyes.
I'll smack it a couple of times. And I'm like, damn,
Snake?
No, I'm not Xarria.
The snake
I'm
is
not
like,
Xarria.
Zinger.
yeah,
I'm
and
not
we've
Xarria.
seen on this
The snake
campaign
is
that
fine.
Kaeko handles snakes very well.
What was it?
Oh my.
Oh boy, I will. No, I'll smack the device a couple of times. Like I still can't. Still missing that. Doesn't quite sound right, and I'll just keep fiddling with it.
All right, so you
That je ne
cast
sais
Speak with
quoi, as they
Animals.
say in Elvish. Yes, I will. I will cast Speak with Animals and say, "Hello, friend. What are you doing here?"
This is nice. Not bad.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much. That's awfully sweet of you. Do you live around here?
Yeah, man. I live on the roof.
Oh, that's nice. There's lots of good plants up there.
Yeah. It's pretty nice.
Wonderful.
Except when the cats come
Is-
visit, man. I hate it when the cats come visit.
Oh, yes, I would imagine so. They must get quite upset about you being there.
They try to eat me, man. I don't like it.
That's not very nice of them. If I see any of them, I'll have a word with them for you if you'd like.
Yeah, man, that'd be great.
Of course. Do you have a name, sir? I'm Sabina.
They call me many names. Cobra Kai. Stephen. Snaky LaRue. Call myself Chet.
It's lovely to meet you, Chet. That's awfully sweet. I don't unfortunately think I have anything good for you to eat at the moment. But if
Someone
I
at your
get any...
door, man.
Oh,
They're
Well,
listening in through
thank-
the door.
oh. Well, thank you so much for the heads up.
I'm-
And
This entire time, I just imagined Sabina being like,
That's literally. That's.
yes,
Are we doing okay? Is Speak with Animals?
it's parcel tongue.
Is it parcel tongue? Are we doing it where you have
Yes.
to make the animal noises?
100%.
I
Absolutely.
think that's the best way to do it. It's like meow 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 meow.
I'm a
It's like in order to, it's like having to speak Aquan. You have to like be
Ah.
constantly pouring water into your mouth.
So it's
Sabina.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yes.
God.
Oh, Mr. Geppetto.
right. So I'm
Uh,
just watching Sabina hiss at this snake and just being like, I keep the strangest company. And go back to
There's
the
someone
box.
at the door, Dorlen. Do
What? What?
you mind checking the door? The snake says there's someone there. Oh, sorry, Chet. Chet says
Well,
there's someone there.
If the snake says so, and go over and open the door.
They
I
don't
just
have very
realized that
noticeable
implies
ears,
that
but they're
he
very
can
good
understand
ears.
common.
Yes. As all animals can. We know this.
Yeah, they just don't speak and they don't care. So
Exactly.
heading over to the door, do you open it up?
Yep.
And Xarria and Kaeko are in the hallway holding a piece of paper. Also, there's a piece of paper under your door that you step on.
A clue. And
My friends, I shall meet you later.
That's the note, right?
Yeah, at lunch.
at launch?
At lunch.
At launch.
Launch? Maybe we're going on a Zeppelin. Sorry, his handwriting, it's a bit hard to read.
Hello, I was going to ask you. What?
Yeah.
What
Well,
letter did you get?
A hissing going on in here. Is everything okay?
I think Sabina's finally lost it.
Hmm.
There's just a deadly
But
viper
she seems
just hanging
happy,
out of the
so-
window.
She seems happy, so let's just let her have her moment.
Well, as long as she's happy.
God damn.
Anyway, we got a letter from Prolix. Oops.
Oh, me too. Just
Me too.
now.
Oh. Well, perfect. Shall we meet him then? At lunch.
Oh, that's less exciting.
There's
Okay.
about 3 hours before lunch, but so Xarria, with the roll you made, you're pretty sure that Prolix was putting those under your door himself.
Oh, okay.
So you think he probably is just downstairs heading out of the building.
Keiko's gonna bolt down the stairs if Xarria says that anything.
Yeah, she would.
Oh,
All right.
maybe I can catch him. Keiko
please.
runs off.
Can you do me a favor, Kaeko? Can you give me an athletics check?
Oh, I would love to.
I want to see whether or not you do that Tobey Maguire run on the wall thing on the way down.
Yup.
From
Yup.
Spider-Man 1. Yeah.
Yup.
Friggin' foot through the wall.
Nat
Yeah.
1 will get your... Would you get a Nat 1?
No, I got a 6 plus 10 is 16. I'm gonna use determination
Hell
to give
yeah.
it 19.
I love how you're
Yeah.
spending those points like crazy.
Yep.
All right, so...
Because I want to
so
be cool.
running down the wall, you're gonna hear, "Oh, now be careful. This is not a young building," from one of the innkeepers. And outside, you'll see Prolix hanging out in the shade, his white curls dangling over his orange tiefling skin as he's kind of like hiding in the shade of an awning, looking up. It's quite a scorcher today. Ugh, I need to buy some olive oil.
Mr. Yusuf.
Yeah.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Did you get my note?
Yes, we got a note this morning.
I'm sorry, I couldn't afford the candygram.
What's a candygram?
Oh, I shouldn't tell you. Then I'll feel like a real jerk for getting your hopes up in reverse.
Well, now I want to know. And Keiko will just like lean over him, sure, with her like 7'3" body, just like hulking over him.
It's when someone delivers a message along with a bit of candy.
What?
Would you?
That is
I have
awesome.
a butterscotch. He'll hold out. Please don't.
I was
Please don't
hoping it
eat
would
me.
specifically be when a bipedal shark delivers you candy.
That's
Oh,
the murderer.
Canadiana deep.
That's Saturday Night Live. Don't do that. It's not.
What is
Canadian.
this? I thought it was, no, I thought that was
Candygram. It depends. Are we talking about
Yeah.
the shark that murders you by pretending to be a candygram from Saturday Night Live?
yeah.
That's Saturday Night
Oh, is
Live.
that Saturday-
That's
I
from
thought
back
that
when Bill
was,
Murray was on there. Candygram.
See, that's why I thought, because it was people that were used to be on the
SCTV.
Canadian
Yeah.
version
yeah.
of SNL. SCTV, thank you.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Totally is like back
Same
when
guys.
Saturday Night Live was like super good. Anyway.
Yeah.
Hi. Would you like would you like this? It's a. What did I say it was? Did I say it was a
Butterscotch.
Butterscotch.
It's a butterscotch. It's a worthy original.
It's okay. We're just going down for breakfast anyway. Did you want to talk with us now? We're all up.
Yes, that would be very convenient. I was not looking forward to going around the city and then coming all the way back. Honestly, it takes like about an hour. You know, I don't have that kind of time.
Why didn't you knock?
Because it wasn't even ninth
not-
bell at that point.
What's ninth bell?
Yeah, yes, as of now, but you're adventurers. You sleep in, you know, you party hard, you fight hard, you sleep hard, you know?
Usually you get up early at dawn to start walking. You just don't sleep much. You get a good 8 hours
If you're looking
in.
for a nice, safe place to walk, there is a shopping district around here. It's an indoor one. You can walk around it. All the old people do it. It's very safe.
I know. I'm getting my exercise out at the Bowl of Judgment, actually.
Oh, that's not a very safe place to walk. You get into
No,
fights
it's
there.
not. It's fine. That is the point. I want to fight. Keiko will flex her muscles.
Oh, yeah, those are very nice pieces of meat you've got there.
Thank you. Hold on to it. She'll lean down to hold it.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna put a hand on it. Oh, that's actually very hard. Why is it so hard? Did you do something to yourself? Do you have a petrification spell cast on you?
No, that's just hard work and lifting and being a Goliath.
Oh, that makes sense why the stone spell would not work on you, because you're a Goliath. You're part stone anyway.
I think it'd just make me more stone, wouldn't it? Even stonier?
Why would you want to be that stoned?
Some people do.
There's this guy that I studied with all the time. Beard, long brown hair. Anyway, you'd like him. He was a good guy. His name's Mordred or something like that. He's been a while.
Interesting. But yes, would you like to join us for breakfast?
Yes, that would be wonderful.
Perfect. Let's go to the tavern. Keiko will just like slowly start awkward.
To the tavern. I mean, your inn has a lovely little restaurant inside of it. It's actually very exclusive. It's hard to get into if you aren't staying here. So, if it wouldn't be, I would hate to inconvenience you by making you leave such a lovely establishment.
No.
Oh, wait. It's
Join us
because
for
it has that
breakfast.
dessert
Dorlen!
you like.
Dorlen!
It's because you have that dessert that you like, right? I see what you're doing here. Let's get you
There's-
that dessert.
I mean, I would
Wait,
absolutely.
how many? Sabina, your new friend isn't coming, is it? Because that might not go over well.
Yeah, man.
Does it like hang out with me?
Just hiding your hair, man.
Unfortunately, I and my hair are quite small. But how about
Pretty small
if I
too,
come up-
man.
So a wee one?
It's like about 9 inches long.
Oh, wee viper.
Like it is probably like packed full of venom, but it is a wee. It's basically a long syringe of venom that is just wiggling.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Well,
gosh.
Chet, I do think it's probably best for you to not come inside, only because it might be a little overwhelming. I know I find this place very overwhelming. There's so many people. But if I find any good treats, I will be sure to bring them up to you. And I will have a word with the cats.
Yeah, man, those are my fucking mice.
Well, you should share. Sharing is very important.
Man, Sharon's Karen, and I just don't care. Besides, you ever met a
Well,
Karen?
Well, they're quite awful, yes.
That's what I'm
But
saying,
caring,
man. Doesn't have a good ring to it, man. Anyway, I'll be up in the garden if you need me. Peace.
Thank you, Chet.
Sabina, I hate to interrupt all your hissing at a snake, but are you coming?
Oh, yes. I was just making a new friend.
All right.
It didn't bite
It'll
you,
climb
so I guess
itself
it
up.
worked.
It liked the song.
And before long, you're going to find yourself seated at a nice little bistro table up on the ceiling. Up on the roof.
Wow, this is
See
a
it.
unique restaurant.
Whoa.
Actually, I once went to a restaurant that they rotated the theme every month, and one theme they had like a second set of dining everything glued to the roof above you.
What?
Yeah, like
Oh.
place settings, chairs, tables. It was a weird place. The food was okay. It was interesting. It was definitely interesting. So, before long, you'll find yourselves up on the roof in the little bistro they have, open air up there. And sure enough, before long, you're cutting into some lovely garlic rice and fried meats, as well as Prolix spending some time down with his little dish of challah. Halu?
Hello?
I don't know how. Halu? It's gonna be halu. It's Haluh. So I would say challah, but that's like 11 different things that we know
Yeah.
of, right? He's not eating like bread. He's not eating like manna, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's not like I don't think he's like eating what is it? Challah's like unleavened Jewish bread, right? Like that's
Yeah, it's almost like a thick biscuit, I think.
right. Like he's not eating that. So this is. I'm gonna say it's
Yeah.
halu.
I thought that was like the shade
Hooray!
ice-ish dessert thing.
It is. So it's from the it's very popular in the southwest Marquesian coast. Consists of shaved ice, sweet milk topped with jackfruit or kurak, coconut strips, and sweet purple yam. And he is just digging into it, going, "Oh, it's so great!" Ah,
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
of course. How could I not? By the way, this breakfast, it's on me.
Oh,
Oh, hopefully not literally.
well, your biggest piece of meat, please.
You got it, little lady. You hear from one of the proprietors. I believe it was it Erewhon? Erewhon was the human, if I'm not mistaken.
I'll have what
Erewhon.
Prolix is having.
Of course.
Oh, I'd like to try one as well, please.
Around for the table.
Don't worry, Dax. I'll share mine with you.
Actually, this is definitely something that he could eat too, which is great.
Yeah.
There's not like any random xylitol in there, which is great.
Yeah.
By
I
the
was gonna
way,
say there's no
by-
cacao.
By the way, stepping out for a moment, public service announcement. If you're giving your dogs peanut butter, always check that it's not the cheap brands that use xylitol with an X, because it's not good. You might as well give the dog chocolate. Don't give your dogs chocolate. Some people
Yes,
do,
that too.
and it's weird. Anyway, back to the game. All right. I think this is just delightful. The proprietor will come out and hand each of you a dish of this with the most delectable long spoons. You know the kind, the Sunday spoons, the ones that are like 9 inches long with a little spoon at the end. Perfect to dig the bottom out of this. And as you dive into it, there's that delicious sound, almost kind of like when you're putting a spoon into like fresh like Rice Krispies, you know, that kind of liquidy shoveling sound as it breaks the ice. So, as we're talking about this, I might as well just put the cards on the table. He checks to the left and the right to make sure that no one's listening. So, I have a rumor that the Allegiance would like you to investigate. As you know, we are in the process of doing research into Kael Moro, the original site of Ankrel, the city that was here before.
See, Xarria, I told you it was a clue. And I'll hold out the note that Prolix slipped under the door.
Yeah, it's a very good clue. You figured me out, Dorlen.
Wait. Where are your cards, Prolix?
My cards?
Yeah,
I
you
think he
said
meant
you're gonna put the
metaphorical
cards
ones.
on the table.
I think he
Oh,
meant
it-
metaphorical ones, Keiko.
Oh,
I
my
did,
bad.
yes. Very metaphorical. Yeah, metaphysical even. Yeah. So, presently, the Allegiance of Allsight, we are the only ones that have permission to do research into Kaer Morrow. It's very important. There could be very dangerous artifacts down there. It could be, I mean, Kaer Morrow existed back before, you know, everything. You know, back before your necklace, for example. The calamity is, the host of many evils. The start of them. So, we've heard recently that there may be a second point of access into Kaer Morrow. Yeah? Well, we hear that it runs through the city's oasis. What I'm asking is, would you please do us a favor and investigate these claims? I'm authorized to pay your group 300 gold pieces. The breakfast not included. So 300 plus breakfast. It's a good deal, yeah?
Oh.
When would we be expected to leave?
As soon as possible would be excellent. It should not be very, very difficult for you. Just a day trip. The oasis is not too far from here, actually. Maybe, I mean, it'd be just as quick if I went home, really. The oasis is a lovely place, and it is, it's very lovely. But if you agree, I can go and speak to the supervisor at the Life Dome, and she can let you in.
And it's so you think there's an entrance in this oasis?
We've heard a rumor. I just want you to poke around, see if it's true or not, and if it's not true, you still get paid. It's just that if there is an entrance inside of there. He pauses for a moment, and any of you that are particularly socially adept will know that he's picking his words very carefully. A little bit of a shade kind of casts over his eyes as he's like, realizes that he's about to broach a touchy subject. I know that you have survived difficult situations involving things from the Calamity before. This is why we are hiring you, because if there is something there, who knows what could come out of it? Something as strong as you, as your group, the Echoes of Valor, would be, a great bulwark against it. Then again, if there's nothing, then it's an easy payday. If you're not interested, that's absolutely fine.
Oh, it sounds fascinating. I'm in.
Sounds like a good way to get 300 gold.
As
So,
long as we're
do you
back
want us
before
to-
tomorrow?
Yes.
I'm sorry?
As long as we're back before tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, you should be back by this evening, really. Tell you what, because we're meeting so early today, I will move up my appointment and perhaps maybe first past noon, second past noon. I can arrange an appointment. If it's going to be the 5 of you, and he looks down at Dax, the 5 of you, then it should not be a problem at all. They may have some special circumstances for anyone who would normally relieve themselves publicly. He looks at Dax and then kind of like looks over at Dorlen and then Kaeko.
I was gonna say you should be looking at Kaeko.
Yeah, he's gonna look at Dorlen and go, "Oh no, it's," and then Kaeko.
Dax is perfectly house trained.
Excellent.
I am iffy.
Well,
something about nitrogen in the soil that should not be disturbed.
She hasn't had anything to drink. She'll be fine, I think. Have you?
Just in case, Prolix,
Yes.
Can you make the appointment for 6 just in case? We might come across a friend of ours that would be helpful. But if you could just make that for 6 just in case.
Oh, for 6 people. I thought you meant 6
Yes.
6 o'clock in the evening, and I was like,
No, I'm so sorry.
how do you
6
expect to be
people.
back by dinner if you're going in at 6? Unless you're bringing a
No, I'm
picnic
so
with you.
sorry.
Do not bring a picnic with you without permission. They're very, very against litter inside of the Life Dome.
Oh,
Oh,
of
good to
course.
know.
You bring in weird seeds, and they can plant in strange places, and
I hear that
it
someone
just
brought an
disturbs the whole
apple once.
ecosystem.
True.
Oh, absolutely not.
There's another. They were fighting apple gnats for years.
Mm-hmm.
Apple gnats
Yes.
are apparently a thing in this continent. It's now canon.
What about a cannon?
Yeah.
You need
So
cannons to
don't-
get rid of the apple gnats.
Yes, very small ones. But do not bring any cannons inside of the Life Dome. I will not. I will
Now
not.
I really
I
want to bring
I
a
can't go
cannon
back to prison.
inside. You told me. I think you killed Sabina.
I will look. I will look at him with a very straight face and be like, "No promises."
Oh dear.
He has no idea what to think of you. He's, I was joking.
I will
Anyway,
make sure he doesn't bring any cannons, even tiny ones.
I've often been told I'm a loose cannon.
It's true, Dorlen. You are a loose cannon.
It
But
is
so
true.
am I. So we're just a couple of loose cannons on this ship of friendship.
And that's
Yeah.
why we get along.
Yeah.
so if that's all, I can give you this right away. And he reaches into his jacket and pulls out, well, his robes, I should say, and pulls out a small slip of paper, a scroll, and just very happily hands it over to you.
Oh,
Who
what is
would
that?
take it?
I'm gonna take it, or reach for it, and give it to Sabina and try and see if she can read it. Because we've been going through books and
Do you-
everything lately.
Do you speak? Oh yeah, you've been having trouble reading. Make me an intelligence roll to see if you can read this.
Fantastic.
I forgot that you were illiterate for a moment.
Oh my gosh, are you illiterate?
intelligence?
I'm pretty illiterate too.
You had to be
I mean,
slightly
not-
literate to be like a member of the Aurora Watch.
That's true.
You have to be able to like read the
and
DB
that's
roster and stuff. You're not gonna read poetry.
Yeah, by like it's more for color than anything because I speak a lot of languages. So if someone could read aloud something, I would understand it. But yes, intelligence that's gonna be an 18.
18. It is the weirdest piece of paper you've ever seen. It says it has your names written on it.
Okay.
And it looks like it is a note for a local financial establishment. It has a little stamp at the bottom that looks like it is the symbol of the Allegiance of Allsight, and it is a writ of payment for 300 gold.
Oh,
Oh.
this is yes, it's our payment. This one says Allegiance of Allsight, and the name of the bank, I think.
So
I see bank.
yeah, that's perfect. Yes, there is a bank there, so it's guaranteed by the bank. You can honestly take that to any major establishment. Some may charge a fee. Never ever accept a fee greater than 1%. So 3 gold off of the top of this one. It's a bit steep. Some places will try to charge you 5. Do not let
Wait.
they will rip you off.
So instead of just giving a sack of money, we now have to go somewhere where they will take money
Not all of them will take money.
away
If you go-
from us.
No. If you go to the bank, they will give it to you flat. If you go to the you said you were going to the Bowl of Judgment. The Bowl of Judgment does a flat exchange.
Oh.
As does the casino. However, like smaller shops will take a fee off of it. As a convenience fee.
I see.
That doesn't sound very convenient.
No.
Yeah, but it's much harder to steal.
And then
So
we
if-
don't have to go to the bank and then go back there to get
And
whatever we
also-
wanted.
Also, it's much easier to transport, and if it's being robbed from me, like, it only works with your names. So if you hand it over and you're not you, and there aren't 4 of you, it doesn't work,
Oh, I see.
right? Because you are the proof who you are. You see, right there it says Xarria Rainn, cleric of the Raven Queen. So if you're not the cleric of the Raven Queen, you know, the jig is up.
Oh, I see.
So but it's
But what if you're really clever at sounding like someone, and then Kaeko will mimic Yusuf?
make me a performance check.
I get advantage with my actor feat. To
Okay.
perfectly mimic
All right,
someone's voice.
all right, Robin. I want to hear you
Nice.
mimic Yusuf as well, though.
Okay.
I had to pick the hardest accent to sustain in the world, by the way, for this character, because I forgot
Yeah.
how much he was in this when it was like, I guess he's Germanic sounding.
So,
Someone's
that's dirty
described
20.
him. Someone described him as Martin Short doing Arnold Schwarzenegger, and that's exactly who. It's perfect.
Oh my
A
god.
little bit. What I'm aiming for when I do it is
yes.
who is he? The old documentary guy. I would like to see the baby.
I would like to see the
Werner
Werner
Herzog.
Well, yeah, that's what. Whenever I'm doing it, I'm aiming for Werner Herzog. Like that's how I bring
Werner
it down away from.
Herzog.
Because if it was Arnold, I'd be like, yeah. So perhaps we can lift some weights later. It'd be lots of fun. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Kaeko would like that much better.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it'd be way, but it doesn't fit the character that you see. But something
Oh,
a
I
bit
know.
like Werner Herzog. It's not bad.
We're not hard.
It's like happy Werner Herzog.
It's
Yeah,
yeah.
right.
It's his bits where it's his bits in the Mandalorian. It's like, I'd like to see the child. Like, I want to see the baby. Anyway, enough of that. Let's go back into game. Acting.
So dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right, let's hear it. So,
I would like to see the baby.
what baby are we talking about?
What baby are we talking about? You see, I could just mimic your voice in the thing and go, I'm Prolix, Yusuf.
But you're not a tiefling.
Wait, say lunch or launch.
Lunch. Or
I don't
launch.
sound like
And
that.
Kaeko,
I think you kind of do.
But I'm Dorlen
I don't
now.
sound like that.
Well, she's really pretty good, actually.
I sound very clear and easy to understand.
Wait. Do Sabina and do Xarria. Do Dax. What about Sabina hissing at the snake?
Dax seems very impressed by yours, and actually, kind of gets a little prideful look on his face.
Nice. Come on. And then Xarria is kind of up like this a little bit. A little loud. Dorlen, you idiot.
Oh, this
Oh,
is spot
excellent.
on.
You're
Spot
very
on.
good.
That was actually pretty good.
And then Sabina
I think
is kind of quiet and reserved, a little bit like this.
oh, just bravo. But your me needs a bit of work.
Needs a bit of work.
I think
Anyway.
it's wonderful.
You take the rate to a bank, and it's much more convenient than a scholar traveling through town with a bag of gold.
That
300
doesn't
pieces.
seem very safe.
This is why a piece of paper is better. Yes.
I see.
Yes.
Paper's always better.
Can I get the check, please? Danke. He says in Tiefling. Infernal? German's infernal? I don't know.
Oh!
Sorry, Prolix, I have a question.
Yeah?
If we're investigating the Oasis, do you know anything about this rumor? Like, other than, like, do you have any more information? Like, is it like in the water in the Oasis, or just somewhere in the Oasis as a whole?
Mostly, what I understand is that there's an entrance that runs through the oasis. The oasis is not terribly large. I mean, it is quite impressive. I mean, Ankorel's oasis is the reason for the city being here. But, I mean, it would be somewhere inside of the oasis itself. Over in the river district. It's not too large. Only, I mean, it's less than a kilometer in all directions. But the Life Dome is much smaller. It's, if I remember the measurements of the Life Dome correctly, it is, he kind of measures in his head, kind of holds, he's not holding up the map. I would say it's roughly 600 feet by about 600 feet. I mean, it's a dome, it's a circle.
Oh, is that
It's a-
what dome means?
It's, do you know
The dome
what,
on top and the bottom.
I'm
And the
sorry?
bottom.
Well,
Like a
wouldn't that be a sphere?
Yeah, it's a sphere. It's a sphere. But not a spear. So, I would
I
like
like
to...
spears much better.
The only thing to fear is sphere itself. Let's go.
So, anyway, thank you very much. I'm giving you your payment up front because I'm sure you're good for it. Search the place. If it's an entrance to Kael Moro, it should be pretty large. Inside there could be, I don't know, perhaps somewhere inside of the lake, if there's any spells or components that you need to prepare to check the bottom of the lake. Are any of you Tritons? No, you're not.
I'm pretty good at swimming.
I mean,
If they're all right with someone swimming in the water,
are you clean?
I believe so. I had a
Do any
bath
of you have
today.
prestidigitation?
Just 1 second. No, I do
Please
not.
don't
Dorlen
spray
does.
that in my face again. I was very blurry for quite a while after you did that.
But it worked.
Yeah, it worked. I just don't
And
think
you
it
were
should be
the
in
cleanest you've probably ever been.
Yes, my eyes were very clean. Very, very painfully clean.
Prolix, do you like us?
I like some of you a lot.
I like you a lot too, Prolix.
I think you're a very interesting individual, Dorlen.
Thank you.
Right.
So, just to really just double check. Is there anything in this Life Dome area that's going to kill us?
I mean,
Because my thing is, yes, okay, we're looking and seeing if there's anything that from the calamity going through, and we've had experience, yada yada, I get that. But I'm just curious why you haven't sent anyone before to just even take a peek inside the Life Dome.
because we just heard about this a couple of days ago.
Oh,
I tried
okay.
getting you to do this 2 days ago, but well, I guess a day and a half ago. But you kind of blew me off.
We're doing
yes,
something with
sorry.
Question. Our friend Question, sorry.
I mean, it's fine. I mean, you don't work for me. I mean, you work for the Allegiance of Allsight today, but it's fine. But this is. There aren't a huge number of adventurers that are willing to take on tasks like this that we trust. And with what happened between us in Baselzang, you've earned my trust. And my superiors trust my trust. Does that make sense? I mean, we could obviously send any mercenaries in that we could hire. But what if they found something? what if they found something like, he touches his chest, glancing over at your Xarria and your necklace.
It's very hard to find people to trust around, well, in the world. And that means quite a bit if we have yours.
And with that, I should go and head to the Life Dome in advance. Go and seek the supervisor of the Life Dome. It's Carlisle Krugen. They'll be able to help you out.
Okay, where should we find them?
Well, he should be right right by the front waiting for you if you're there at first pass noon.
Oh.
So, is anybody able to deal with the water? Because I think I could figure something out, but it'll take me some time to...
Not immediately, for sure.
Oh, no.
Hey, Prolix.
Yes?
Do you have anything that, or do you know where we could exchange this note, possibly, for something that could help us, go in the water? Or maybe we should just wait until we're prepared to go.
What was the name of the shopkeep with the parrot?
The shop that got completely destroyed by the elephant?
Yes.
Yeah.
Was it totally destroyed? Fair.
Basically, yeah.
Okay. What was her name?
Her name was, glancing back, boop, 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 boop. This is a very long chapter.
Kalanoy? No.
No.
Iowin? No, that's something else.
Strip Mine, Scar Bearers, Temple of the Mentor. Alright, 1 second.
Sorry, I have it. My notebook isn't here.
First Eclipse, Lux
down.
Run, Mystic Pursuits. I'm almost there, guys, I swear.
I'm looking through my really bad...
Bone Guard, the proprietor of the shop, Rorosha.
Rorosha.
Rorosha, there it is.
And Akil.
Yes, Rorosha and Akil.
I mean, I would really appreciate if you went there for the time we agreed upon.
Well, what if, yes, why don't we go visit Rorosha? I know a lot of her things were destroyed, but perhaps she has some kind of underwater breathing apparatus
Oh, that's
that
true.
we could purchase.
I mean, you probably, the water's very clean. You probably don't have to go inside. You might be overthinking this.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just take a look.
I said it as a thing. You're kind of hung up on it. I don't want. I feel like it's not going to be that important in the grand scheme, really.
That's fair. That's fair.
I feel like I've had an epiphany, like I've read the script.
Well, then let's go.
I feel like I just said it and I just screwed everything up.
Well, let's take a look, and if we can't find anything, then maybe we'll investigate in the water another time.
But maybe you will go in the water. Who knows? I don't know what accent that was. Just, I don't know. You go in the water. Who knows? Hey.
Yeah, now we're
that's-
stuck
that's-
as
want to go in the water.
That's
When you said
Prolix's demon
Carlisle?
side coming out.
No,
You want to
right?
say Carlisle?
When you said Carlisle in his accent, I definitely heard Kael, and I was like, nope, that's not the.
That's right.
I also
He's
heard
just, you
that.
go there
For
and there's
sure.
Superion
Good.
sunning himself with one of those folding, like, sup, bro? Get in the water, loser.
No.
Yeah. To watch Strixhaven, join our Patreon.
Exactly.
All right, but yeah, so sorry about that. I love having an NPC that could just be like, actually, I glanced down and remembered the wrong thing about this adventure because I read it 2 weeks ago because we were supposed to run a game last week and then everyone was exhausted from Extra Life. So it actually, the water might be a thing, but it's not the main thing.
Perfect.
Excellent.
Feel
Then
this
we have a
whisper
couple of
from
hours.
God.
Yes, so go and enjoy yourselves. My hallo is done, so enjoy. And next time I come, we can have it again. You can holla at your boy.
Well, that sounds lovely, actually. Thank you.
Be pleased.
Yeah, thank you for recommending this place again and to us and this delicious hala.
Hallo, hala, halu kalai. I'm not sure how it's. Was it halu?
Halu?
Halu? I honestly don't know how character.
I
If
don't know.
anyone remembers from Critical Role, remind me. Well, it's been wonderful
remember
having.
that.
I don't know. It might have just been made up for the
Yeah.
book.
Could be.
Hope that you have a wonderful time and that you have a very uneventful day.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. And thank you as well
Be
for
pleased.
recommending us.
Of course. Honestly, there's not many bands of mercenaries and adventurers that are as polite as you. It's nice.
No. Thank you.
And nice is underrated. Anyway, it's been wonderful having breakfast with you, and good luck. And he'll stand up, brush himself off, and we'll depart. Oh, and he'll turn back and drop several coins on the table. I almost forgot. the receipt. And it's 1, 2, 3. That should be enough to cover it. Anyway, goodbye. And he'll
I'll see you later.
leave you.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Well, that was a good try.
That's very good. You're getting better.
Thank you.
I still don't.
I have
sound-
Xarria teaching me Inferno, but
Yes, a little bit.
I would like to flag down Iroan.
Hello, I'm Irwan. I speak in a normal voice. Hi.
Hi.
Yes.
Can I please order 2 eggs in shell?
Just normal eggs?
They can be raw as well. There are a couple of snakes that live in your gardens.
You've been talking to Chet, haven't you?
I have. He's very lovely.
He's a con artist. But sure, if that's what you want, I can bring you a couple of eggs. Not a problem at all.
Thank you.
There's actually, I'll just take it out of your change here. He gestures to the coins on the table.
Oh, thank you.
And he'll head off and bring you back a pair of chicken eggs at the end of it.
Wonderful. I will go find Chet and give them to him.
Yes! Chicken eggs.
Write that down.
Amazing. My speak with animals is definitely worn off, but that's okay.
You don't you
I know
get
that's
you
what
get
he
the
said.
idea, like yes. You get the idea. You get the idea. All right. So with that, do you do anything, or just kind of relax, enjoy the rest of the day, and then head over?
Sabina on her walks regularly goes past the bar where they saw Aloysia
Mhm.
and just kind of scopes it out. Doesn't go in, just sort of walks by every now and again, just to sort of, and just like will get some food from a stall nearby and just sort of stand there looking around, but then walk by and continue by. So that's probably, she'll probably do a walk
Okay.
by it
I
today
know,
and then go back.
You might run into Dorlen a couple of times, forgetting what time it is, and just kind of heading off in that direction on his own before being like, "Oh, wait, never mind. Where's everyone else?" And goes back to get them.
Dorlen, as you go back, do you go back into your room at any time?
Probably, if we've got a bit of time to kill.
Make
might
me a
just,
perception check.
Nope. An 8.
Okay.
Beautiful.
All right, then someone else will have to find that. All right, so go by. There's nothing actually particularly gathering of your attention, Sabina, as you go by. Kaeko, Bodhi is busy, but is happy to spend a half-hour break with you, walking around and like showing you things that he's going to build into the side of the fairly demolished shop. The wall's coming back together pretty well, but it's taking a while for the actual clay to set. But seems pretty pleasant. Xarria, is there anything that you were doing during the day?
She probably already did like her morning devotional stuff. So probably just kind of gathering what she thinks she might need and then heading out.
Sounds good. Okay. It is an absolutely lovely walk when you finally get together and head back over. As you met with Bodhi earlier, Kaeko, also he would have passed along that Zenada's doing some job for the Scar Bearers today, doing like a pre-gig, and she passed along her best and that she'd meet up later if needed.
All right.
Yeah, so don't worry, Pat. She hasn't run off with the sword. She's just taking care of it because I don't have a fucking wall. Iago, can you get that under construction a bit faster? I'd love to have 4 walls. Well, I mean, you should be happy with 3. 3's pretty good. It's better than none. Not for security's sake. But anyway, as you find yourselves together, you walk across the city, and it is honestly a lovely vista. It's the walk from where you are staying over in, let's see, you guys are in, is it the Sand Herald District? God damn, the city's big. It's huge, guys. Like, it's absolutely huge. So were you staying in the Sigil District? You were in the
We weren't
the
in the
Ridge.
Sigil District.
No, you were at the Step Aside, which is in the Circlet Walk, which is way in the south. Okay, so you make your way back up and around, heading through the Sigil District and north beyond the Cerulean Palace, past the Sand Herald District, and soon find yourself in the River District. Now, the River District in itself is, well, it's not something that most people live. The River District is called such for an obvious reason. It is the source of the majority of the water inside of the city. The River District is stunning. Ank'Harel is built into an oasis, around an oasis. It draws all of its nourishment from that oasis. And yes, there are the River District's, its eastern side is much like the rest of the city. There are fantastic shops, bakeries, and eateries and cafes everywhere. But every part of this has a slight humidity to it compared to the dry heat in the rest of the city. Because the River District is just farmland and irrigation. There are hydroponic farms mixed with strips of irrigated cropland. And in the place of roads throughout most of it, you actually see that there are canals that connect the subdivisions of the district. There are skiffs, lightweight canoes that are piloting around, a couple of cabbies in lightweight canoes, like paddling by pretty much at any time, and the constant smell of wet earth. However, in the center of it is the lovely spectacle that is the Life Dome, a glass dome in the center, crowning all of the farmland and the water sources of Ank'Harel. It's an absolute celebration of a monument. And if you've been out at night walking around or looking at the city from above, you can see that it's magically lit up by drift orbs of green and blue, and paint the nearby area in a display of colored light. It's absolutely lovely. Do you head over to the Life Dome, or do you spend some time in the district first?
How close to 12 is it?
It's
Yeah.
pretty close. You could
Then I think probably head
maybe spend some
straight
time in on the way out.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Dorlen's pretty. Let's go to the dome. Or the sphere. The life sphere. That sounds cooler. I like that.
It's kind of like two domes together, really. If there's one on top and
Mm.
one below.
I know what a sphere is.
What's a sphere?
Oh, it's like two domes like this.
Oh, so it's like a bowl.
It's like a ball.
Oh, there you go. Yes, like
Well,
a
why
ball.
don't they just call it a bowl? Why do you have to go all fancy and go sphere?
Because
The
not all
shape.
spheres are balls.
Mm.
All balls are spheres, but not all spheres are balls. You couldn't catch
Mhm.
this sphere or play a game with it. So
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
much too
technically a
large.
ball.
There's gonna be smoke coming from.
Nice. So you'll make your way up without a problem. There is you can either have taken one of the canals to reach it or the walkway that does connect to it. As you head that way, you'll soon find yourself in front of the Life Dome, where you can see that there is a small gnome standing outside, kind of just stretching, cracking his back, kind of rolling his shoulders. He's dressed in kind of similar to Sabina, actually, with flowing green, almost like scrubs, covered in dirt from the knees down. But other than that, like, he kind of looks like a druid, to be honest, the way that he's dressed. But it's just kind of taking a breath outside. And as you approach, he looks up, counts you. Hello there.
Hello.
Let me guess. Echoes of Valor?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Good guess.
Well, I rarely get visitors. I'm Carlisle. Carlisle Krugen. You can call me Carlisle if you're so inclined. But yeah, I rarely get visitors, so I'm happy to have you inside here. Come on. Prolix, Yusuf said you were coming. So why don't we get inside? Take a look around, see if you can find what you're looking for. I hear it was something kind of strange in the neighborhood.
Hmm.
I'm sure there ain't nothing
We've been
inside
up-
here.
We
Except
were
for-
researching some things in Bazazan, and we feel like there might be something similar here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That seems weird. I don't think there's any demons inside here. But you're welcome to come inside, take a look, if you don't mind.
Dorlen will kind of go over to Sabina and be like, wait, so are we looking for Uncle Bard Destiny again?
Well, there ain't nobody inside here but me, so your
No,
uncle
we're
ain't gonna
looking
be in.
for any weird holes or anything.
Hmm.
We're
So
just
long as
having
you-
a look around. Actually, to be honest, I'm not sure what we're looking for either.
Yeah,
Not
honestly, we don't
100%.
know.
I don't know
You know-
what it
How
would
would we
look
find
like.
it, though?
Well,
That's exactly what Yusuf said. He said, you know, when you found it.
Oh,
no.
perfect.
Pardon me, I need to concentrate for just a moment, if you don't mind. Well,
course.
or else we ain't getting in. All right, here we go. And he turns to face the Life Dome, holds aloft a thin shard of an iridescent glowing quartz, and with a quiet hum, one of the dome's glass panels suddenly comes alight with a blue and arcane with blue and purple arcane runes, which then flicker and fade, leaving behind an opening. Come on in. I'll give you the tour.
Oh, excellent.
Wow.
And with that, he takes you
Neat.
inside for a tour of the Life Dome. And I think that's a good place for us to take a quick break, folks. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is the part of the program where we briefly talk to the chat. I wanted to say a couple things real quick. First of all, I wanted to say hi. I missed you. It's good being back here. Christine, I know you're watching in the other room, so I hope you are having an okay night. I know your back's still pretty sore, but I hope you are enjoying whatever makeup show on Netflix you're watching from the looks of it. She has been binging the hell out of whatever you told her to watch her up.
Glow up.
Glow up?
Yeah.
I don't glow up.
I finished season 4 last night. The latest season.
Jesus, that's a lot of TV.
Hi, Christine.
I can never find time to watch things, so I don't.
I found that show as someone who has been a makeup artist in film. It was so weird to me that they call them MUAs, and like that's correct. Like you're a makeup artist, but I'm so used to everyone being called like I can't remember what the acronym. It's hair, makeup, and wardrobe. Oh, don't you fucking dare. Word to the wise, never call a makeup artist, especially a film makeup artist, a fluffer. You will get your ass handed to you.
I know. You're going to stab me the next time you come to record the podcast.
Although I have gone to a party as a fluffer.
You have. And this is why I make the joke. Because I remember these things, at least subconsciously. So, folks, it's gonna be a fun night tonight, I hope. And a reminder that we are back tomorrow night for the Shards of Nirn for like the first time in quite a while. I don't want to get too much into it, but I've had a real mental block with shards. I kind of painted myself into a corner, and I was like, I've got this big fight, and I don't know how to do it, and present it in a way that it kind of fits what's in my head, because we had some time off, and then it kind of ballooned, you know? And then I finally decided just like, screw it, I'm just going to do it. So if it's not good, it's not good, but it'll be fine. It'll be good. I just need to believe in myself.
You do.
I know, right?
I believe in you.
I believe in you.
Do you? I just have to write Christine out for a week. So surprise, that'll be a minor spoiler, but Christine will probably not be in game for terribly long. So she asked me if I wanted to just remote pilot Malia for her, and I'm like, I don't want to remote pilot a level 13 character. I'm sorry.
Oof, yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot, right? It'll go well when I run it, right?
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'll do it live. You're absolutely right. That is, I have that tattooed on my ass. I
knew it.
I don't know. Well, you were there when I got it. So a couple of things that I wanted to say real quick though are
Set it as an extra life goal.
That was an extra life goal.
I was just going to say, somebody's going to put that in the wiki that you have that tattoo.
Oh no.
Yeah, God, you had to say that, didn't you? Don't put that in the tattoo. Believe in the cards of the heart of the cards. Believe in the cards of the heart of the carts. So right now, we are in the process of, we got a bunch of new games coming. I had inspiration on the drive from, like, I was taking the dog out after dropping Christine off at work this morning, and I had the idea for another campaign, and it's, should I spoil what it is as a possibility?
I know, I want to hear.
It's a D&D, it's an Elos homebrew game, but it's a Western.
Ooh.
It's a cowboy game? Kinda?
Cowboys and dragons?
Cowboys and dragons, right? Cowboys and cockatrices.
Oh, that makes me think of that meme that's like cowboys are country witches, like rootin' tootin'.
Rootin' tootin'. Well, because I've also
got the double boil in trouble, but it's all like cowboy stuff.
Rootin' shootin', hootin' tootin'.
Yeah, it's actually really good.
It would give me an excuse to use this class.
Yeah.
The gun sorcerer.
God.
What?
Also known as the Texan.
Wait. What?
Yeah, it's from the Toma Heroes by Cool World Press. I also wanted to thank everybody. So we are at 102 patrons as of yesterday. At the end of the month, that's going to go down. I think 4 people had some stuff this month, so we're going to be under 100 at the end of the month. I'm still going to start putting in a bit of work on on the Elos book, but I'm really going to focus down. The goal is if we stay at 100 and higher, I'll keep going. So if you haven't joined the Patreon, consider it. But I mean, if you can't afford it, obviously. And then we also were talking about a couple of other things that would be Patreon goals, because right now we're running Strixhaven as an advanced Patreon thing. There was a lot of buzz during the Extra Life weekend because we sneakily had Jen run a Mage the Ascension game as a pilot for a Technocracy game that she wants to run on the channel. And it was dope. It was dope as hell, actually. It was a really, really good game. I was like, it's always weird when you watch somebody else run your game, you know, like Mage is one of my games. I could get that tattooed on my ass.
Can that
watching
go
someone?
wiki?
Yeah, that can go. That's fine. I would potentially get like the space symbol on my ass, or the correspondence symbol of space. What do I do? Get mind on my ass. Remember your ass.
Got my mind on my money and my money on my mind.
There you go. Prime ass.
We all
prime
know
time.
how Kelly makes this money for real.
Prime ass.
Exactly.
Prime ass.
I mean, if everyone is, I feel like Jen is a protege.
Jen has been doing it, but it was really nice seeing that, right? Like, and seeing like, wow, you really, like, you did a great job, Jen. Because there's always that worry that it's like, oh, this is a really hard game. Like, and I know that people can be really nervous about things, and that like Extra Life can be really, really taxing. Actually, I wanted to say real quick that everybody here who ran a game, because 3 out of 4 of you ran games, and Robin, you ran a game that went like pretty chaotic, pretty quick. You got your dragon.
You mean before I even started? I'm pretty sure.
Before you even started, your
dragon.
Where did that come from?
Sorry, kid. The game was rigged from the start, right? You did as admirably with that. Like you basically like were downhill from day one. Christa, your games were fantastic and were really profitable for the donation stream for Extra Life. That was very good. Amy's was ridiculous though. Like, that game was nuts. And Caitlan, your game was a lot of fun. Congratulations on running your first game. That seemed like everybody had a good time. I was listening from the couch, half out of my mind, but I was listening. I was like, yeah,
it was
man,
so much
cats.
fun. I loved that game so much.
Okay, Christa, I loved your cat. Your cat. I saw the picture.
Yeah,
I need to play her in something else.
For sure.
Or the game could continue next Extra Life because we just met the dogs.
This is true.
Like afterwards, I kept on finding like randomly TikToks showing up in my feed of that cat and sent them to Christa.
Yes, we love a palace cat. Hi, Rainn.
Hello, Rainn.
Yeah, no, great job, Caitlan. It was incredible.
Thank you.
But good job. So Robin, you and I have also been talking a bit. You've been talking about wanting to run Radiant Citadel, which could be fun. Oh my God, Dark Tales. Hello, barely a drummer. I bet you're completely a drummer. Don't lie to yourself.
100%.
But you've been talking about wanting to run Radiant Citadel. We're just on our chat break right now, folks, if you're joining us. So we're going to be talking for like another 5 minutes, then we're going to hop back into game and adventure. It'll be had. I'll even use my big DM voice. I'll use my Matthew Mercer voice. Hello, everyone. It's me. It's a little deep for Matthew Mercer, but I'll take it.
I was going to say Matt Mercer got like...
Matt Mercer got passionate.
I was just gonna say Matt Mercer's balls dropped even more, but I didn't know.
Hello,
if that was
Marisha.
for Twitch.
Now you can drop your balls on Twitch. It's fine. Just don't show them. Just don't show them.
Oh,
Dungeon Mercer on the Netherdeep wiki. I am the Dungeon Mercer.
Oh my God.
It's low noon.
Damn it, Saul.
Soul, I can't make you a VIP again, I'm pretty sure. But Jesus. I'm putting that in my notes. That's what you won. You won it's low, and I'll underline it 3 times. Noon. That's fucking awful. I love it.
Are they balls?
Balls or spears?
Chris, you said you found the meme. It's so good.
Yeah, it's very good.
So we have a super busy week this week, though, folks. Tomorrow is Shards and Urn. And Saturday is... Oh, wait, nothing this week. Never mind, that's next week the Mage is back.
It's a slow week this week. Next week is wild.
That is
the meme in the Discord.
Barely a drummer. That is definitely an entendre. They were talking about how I was going to do my Matthew Mercer voice, but I was going a bit too deep. And it seemed like my maturation had... my balls got heavy. There we go.
because of the Deucer's Web. But yeah, there's a lot of great stuff next week. And Robin, you were talking about Radiant Citadel, which I would be really interested in playing some of those. Once I didn't like my character. I put him on and I'm like, yeehaw. And I didn't like him. I didn't like him. I don't know. I'm not good for purple.
I'm gonna interject. JVU74 asked,
yes.
They have a question. You have placed so many details into all the aspects of the town, but I didn't hear anything about a temple or anything like that. Is this realm following all the same religion, or how is that broken down in our game? This is a module. So we're playing the Call of the Netherdeep module, which is based in Critical Role's world. So that kind of stuff isn't something we've determined. It's entirely based in the Critical Role lore. So if you're interested in that, go check out their wiki, because they will have tons of information on that.
Yes. Now, if you are looking for a homebrew game, we do a lot of homebrew on the channel. Less at the moment, only one homebrew right now. A couple of other games are going to be starting up in the near future once I have the time and funding to. It takes a lot of money to get a game started on art. Art is expensive. Art and costuming is expensive.
Art is expensive.
Costuming is cheap once you have it, I guess.
Once you can start swapping things out, it's
Yes.
not so bad.
Yeah. All right. Like I've got so much stuff. Like anyway, so many bracelets. Why do I have so many bracelets? Because they're easily exchangeable. Art is very expensive, but also our lovely art that you can see here in the things is by our friend Hayliz. Traz put Hayliz in. Traz feels like my like Markiplier's editor.
Yes.
That he talks to all the time, like whose name escapes me at the moment because I'm getting old. It's like Lucidian, but it's not. It's something like that. It's like, Lucidian, do this. And it's like, Trizelda.
Traz, you call out and they do a thing. Yep.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love it. They call an answer.
That's why he answers the phone.
This is true.
Yeah.
Hello,
It's
Ghostbusters.
Kaeko.
Kaeko Busters.
Keiko boxers.
Oh, Christa's snort count goes up again.
Oh, congratulations.
No.
I need to watch more Kakeguri. Guri. All right. Oh,
Should we
Robin.
throw out some call outs?
We should throw out some call outs. But Robin, can you do me a favor? Do you mind getting up for a second? Because I think that we did show them off once. Your shoes.
Oh, right. Yes. I'm like, what are you asking me?
Your shoes, girl. Your shoes. So
Let's
Robin
get
got
some
old
shoes.
recently, and in honor, sorry, you became a mature lady recently.
Younger than all of us by a decade.
But yeah. All right, so show off your lovely Hayla's art on your shoes.
So
I think
there's
she got what she
one.
wanted.
The
Let's get some
Mr.
shoes.
Dork Tales got me these lovely custom Converse.
Because they got Kaeko art on them. They're so
They
nice.
got Kaeko art. Not
And
even
show
the two
off
girls.
your tongue. Show off your
Oh,
tongue.
show.
Yeah, now show off your other tongue.
Hey, be careful with that. That can be clipped and put places.
That's true.
Boom.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
very good.
Very
It's
nice.
so nice. It's so nice. I just wanted to
That's
show those
awesome.
off because
It's
they're really
fair,
cool.
It's fair. They are very cool. I love them so much. I'm sad that I work a very messy job because otherwise I'd be wearing these every freaking day.
Well, just everybody join the Patreon, get us thousands of patrons, and then you can work as an editor for the channel. I
There
would
we
love
go.
it. All of you can
I'd
work as editors
happily
for the
do
channel.
that.
Come on over. It's great. Then I won't have
There
to
you
spend
go.
4 hours editing the frickin' Spelljammer episode like I did today by myself. Ugh. And then I couldn't upload the damn thing, and I'm so angry that I've brought it up twice.
Well, you
same
can
ep-
support Kelly's endeavors by shopping at a few places.
Oh God, you're doing this? All right, let's do it. Let's do it real quick.
You can fund your caffeine addiction by shopping at Bones Coffee. They have incredible, delicious, multi-flavored coffee. Very, very good. And if you use the code DorkTales, you can get 10% off.
Actually, I just found out that because they changed us to a 20%.
Even better. There you go.
So
You'll get
save
20%
more
off.
money.
Yeah,
Spectacular. If you are in, it's incredible coffee. Like we all drank it before we became influencers for them. I don't know, what are we? Affiliates?
We're influencers. Like
They call us
it's-
influencers, which is wild.
Which is absolutely nuts.
Very, very, very good. And then if you are in the market for some dice, adventure dice, you can get a 10% off with them using the code DorkTales. Not tomorrow, Thursday, their advent calendars drop.
Oh, do they?
Yes.
Yes, I got
What?
the early email. Yeah, their advent
Yeah.
calendars, they have an 8-day, a 24-day, and a 31-day, and you can get them with 1 die every day and then a full set, or you can get a full set every day. And you get 10% off of that. So
oh my god.
Yeah.
go,
Yeah,
they sell it really
get
quick though,
that.
so do it first thing on Thursday.
Oh yeah. Do any
Yeah.
of you want one for Christmas? Are we?
Yeah.
We need it. Okay, hold on. I'll put that
Kinda,
on my.
Kinda.
I mean, my
I
birthday
also
is
have an idea,
around that
Kelly, so
time of year.
talk to me
Oh, it
afterwards.
is. Yeah.
Now we don't get any kickbacks from these guys, but they are friends of the channel, Norse Foundry. They do dice and incredible things. They made us custom dice. They're beautiful and aluminum and wonderful. If you can use Dork Tales 10 for them, and they do 10% off. And they're absolutely wonderful. But yeah, you'll get 10% off of those. They did all of the they did extra life things. If you raised a certain amount in extra life, you're going to get a rolling tray from them. So
Yeah.
all even better, which is rad. And then our newest guys are Only Crits, which are also another
All the crits.
dice folks. They do incredible gem dice. They're beautiful. And you can get 10% off them by using code Dorktales.
Yeah. it's
And then
fine.
we have a friend to shout out.
Oh, we do. Allow me to do this. We'll do this real quick. My friends, if you enjoy what you are watching here, perhaps I could encourage you to go and watch Tabletop Titties. The weekly queer and feminist tabletop role-playing live stream is back for a 3rd season. They will once again be streaming both Dungeons & Dragons and Vampire the Masquerade. Only 2 games. Amateurs. No. I'm just giving them crap, but they love them. Live Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific. Right now, in fact, you can watch them with all new characters exploring on all new premise, Escaping Tessora, which follows a group of friends who are sucked into a high fantasy escape room and have to fight their way out with the help of newly acquired avatar-style bodies equipped with powerful new skills. This game will explore themes of self-discovery. It will knock off pulp culture references. It will talk about chosen family, intrigue, and queer culture. And then on Wednesday nights at 8:30 Pacific, you can probably segue into that right after Shards and Urn even, Titties by Night returns with its 2nd season, and the stakes, wink, have never been higher. With this Vampire the Masquerade game set in the Victorian era, and with the recent release of Bram Stoker's Dracula, the city of London is bound to panic over the alleged existence of actual vampires. Will the investigators of the occult and unusual be able to hold back the wave of fear, or will they break under the pressure? Well, it's a good thing they have a couple of new kindred joining the coterie. Catch the live streams at www.twitch.tv/tabletoptitties. And remember, if you're spelling titties, you're using double D's. And you can catch up on the VODs over at youtube.com/tabletoptitties. Anyway, that's my ad for them because they're lovely people. They played with us for Candlekeep Mysteries and a couple of others, and Robin, you've been on their channel before, and yeah, they're good people.
And we do wave charities with them,
We do.
which is also
We
a
do.
good charity.
Okay, any last minute thing before we go? Thank you for doing the ad read. We'll do some fancier ad reads in the future, I think. Like, we'll get some pre-recorded ones, maybe. I'm gonna look at this meme you sent right now, though.
I will do a takeover if you. I'll do a
Tootin',
takeover.
toilin', shooting, fire burning, cowboy bootin', iron newton, spicy beans, toe a frog and denim jeans, whiskey grits and demon spittle tossed into my iron griddle with the tannin of our hides. Something wicked this way rides. Yeah, there's
See?
better.
Amazing.
Nice.
See, like cowboy.
So
I
good.
can't say it.
Cowboy hee-haw.
Yeah.
Cowboys and cockatrices, cowboys and clay golems.
Well, I mean, the horse is just their familiar, right?
Centaurs.
Yeah, I just had a weird idea. What? A
If
centaur
I'm in
could be
that
its own
game,
cowboy.
I want to be a centaur for that game.
I wanna be a centaur,
Centaur,
baby.
Maybe with a pair of coconuts because I can't afford a horse body.
Just don't get challenged to a horse race.
No, you use coconuts when you're terrified of horses.
Yeah.
Yes. Or you
Alright,
buy
here we
a
go.
Tesla because of course it makes that noise.
Yep.
Wait, does it?
Hi, Raid. Yes,
Yeah, it
you can
does.
set it so that when you drive, not in the car, but outside the car, it makes coconut
Makes
noises.
coconut
That's
noises.
ridiculous.
Oh my god.
Hello,
Wow.
casters and castles. You caught us just at the end of our chat talk, and I think that with you showing up, let's give you a big old casters and castle salute, which I don't know is like this. Hi, how's it going? Anyway, hi,
It's a caster's salute.
casters and castles.
Jazz hands.
Copyright strike incoming.
Dragons.
So how about that life sphere?
How about that life sphere? It's great. Robin's got a bunch of it in our main
I
game.
prefer entropy.
I prefer
Yeah.
prime and time, because then it's prime time, baby. Yeah! I don't have sunglasses out, but you get the idea. Yeah! There we go.
Let us enter the sphere.
Enter the sphere. Enter the dragon? Only with consent.
Whoa. I was gonna say, you hope
Leave
you
it
have
as.
consent first.
I need more. I need more.
Unless there's a
I need-
comma. Enter, comma, the dragon.
Enter, comma,
Yes.
the dragon. Yeah, I need more Pharaoh art if we're talking about. No,
Enter the dragon. God of
Someone
Pharaoh.
do
Into
some-
the life sphere.
into
Well,
the life
yeah.
sphere. But in the
Invited.
meanwhile, join our Discord and put it in
This is where
not safe for work.
fan fiction goes off in one direction and the game goes in another.
Yep.
Indeed. All right, so folks, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for listening to us ramble on and on and on and on. Okay, yeah, that's true. One sec. Sorry, Robin sent me a PM. We'll send all of us a PM. I'm putting it on my to-do list.
Okay, good. Good. You just thought of me with the editor thing. I'm like, we need this.
Yeah, I know.
With a
I
bunch
know.
of phones.
Thank you, producers. Thank you,
Yeah.
producers. All right, so exploring the dragon position. It's better than exploring the dungeon position. All right. So without further ado, folks, let's hop back into. God, I've ran so many games recently. I almost said Wild Beyond the Witchlight. I don't know what's wrong with me today. On Spelljammer, I almost said Critical Role. I almost said at the beginning of this episode too. Welcome to Critical Role.
That's what you said. You said, welcome to Critical Role.
Well, this is Critical Role Call of the Netherdeep. It's at the
It
top
is,
of the book. It's right there. I love it because I can be like, welcome to Critical Role, Call of the Netherdeep, my Dark Tales. Like and subscribe, smash the bell. All right, and Pods of War, thank you for the raid. We're gonna hop back in. You perfect time, castles, casters and castles, perfect time. Pods of War. That's great. Actually, sorry, I didn't immediately digest Pods of War. But
Yeah,
now I
right.
did. And I like you. I'm gonna go give you guys a follow. Because I'm already following the other guys.
Name.
Yeah.
Following the rest of you.
I'm gonna follow them. Okay. Let's head back into Call of the Netherdeep here on Dork Tales. The door to the life sphere, the life dome, vanishes as blue and purple runes pulse on its surface. Carlisle gestures inside,
Come on in. I'll give you the tour.
and the little gnome steps inside. Do you follow?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
You wish you didn't immediately. For as dry as the heat is outside and as humid as it is just outside in the river district, the moment you step inside of the life dome, you immediately, Xarria, feel your hair begin to up as it frizzes. Dorlen's is already headed up that way. It is sweltering. The smell of damp earth hits your senses along with a blast of hot air. It's like walking into... It's a completely different ecosystem inside of here. In fact, it's probably the most humid that any of you have been in quite some time. Although, Sabina, your time in the swamps growing up, this is not unlike home in many ways. The smell of that loam and mud and damp earth and fresh vegetation and water, clean water, courses through your senses, and whether or not this is uncomfortable, it undoubtedly is. Although, I will say, Xarria, the humidity, it's not the heat, it's the humidity that's bothering you.
Whoa, was not expecting that.
Yeah, Kaiko's like, this is terrible. Oh,
Y'all get used to it after a while.
Carl will
Just
take a step
constantly
and...
casting druid craft to have a breeze.
Actually, you don't have to, as a matter of fact. Well, you get the idea to do so, but as you do, Sabina, you'll notice a cool current of air kind of roll over you, and actually, Xarria, you will as well. It's fairly brief, just a little
as you begin to move inside of the dome. He kind of spreads his arms and goes, "Welcome to the Life Dome." And around you can see that there are a series of crystal bridges that span the oasis's 60-foot diameter lake, the edges of the dome lined with vegetation. It's stunning. Well, come on, let's take a look. You said you wanted to check out the lake, and I mean, if you have any questions about the place, I'm happy to tell you everything I know about this here place.
Sabina is going to start laying into questions about, like, what is this plant? Where is it from? Who eats it? How does it? Whatever. And just
comes from, well, that actually comes from Wildmount. Anybody eats it who wants to, and it grows here because it's the only place it can actually grow, because it's the only place that has that amount of that amount of water. Now, as you can see here, the oasis is the primary source of water for fresh water for all Ankarel, because it don't really rain around here so much. It originates from the flooded caverns below Ankarel. These caverns are also where the old city of Kaelmaro, I should say, is located. It lends credence to the rumors of an ancient passageway, which I hear is why the Allegiance of Allsight sent you here. Prolix used to have said that there might be something like that here. I don't think there is, but y'all are magical. I'm just a scientist, you know.
Oh, so awesome. He knows why we're here. So what?
Yeah.
How often are you in here?
I'm here full time. I'm the tender. This is my job. I am a professional horticulturist and botanist.
Okay, and
wow,
so you actually spend most of your time in here?
Most of my time, yeah. Yep.
Oh.
Honestly, usually 12-hour days at the least. I mean, I love these plants.
Carlisle, have you been in the underground caverns?
Well, like I said, it feeds through aquifers here, but I don't actually, like, caverns. I mean, they're flooded. See, I don't swim down into them. I don't think they're large enough for me to fit in them, to be honest, which is why when Prolix Youth said that y'all should come in here, take a look around, that I was kind of confused, because I'm like, unless they're sprites, maybe snakes, something like that, ain't no way something is getting into Kaelmaro. I mean, maybe a druid if they can shapeshift down into like a little toad or a snake or I guess a fish. I guess they can shapeshift into fish. I never really thought about that before. I always think land animals or maybe birds, but maybe they could do into a penguin. Because they can, well, I mean, they can't fly, but they can swim. Yeah, I suppose.
What's
Anyway,
a penguin?
You've never seen a warm water penguin, have you? They're flightless birds that kind of, they're black and white. They look like they're fancy dressed. It's kind of cute, actually. They look like they got a little bow tie and a cummerbund. I come from the south. We have some around the warm water penguins. They're nice. Anyway, so please, so head this way. So relics that are retrieved from the Allegiance of Allsight's expeditions. They all say that the Kaelmaro was the site of a pre-calamity society built above the water. Now it's my thought that either the calamity or, more likely, natural tectonic shifts caused the city to bloop down into the surface of the water. But the fluctuation of the water level in the caverns kind of defies explanation. I don't know. I mean...
Well, I'm kind of curious. This rumor, like, that came out about there being caverns that go down into there. Where did it come from if it's so tightly controlled here? Like, who can come in and who can go? And if it was something that was tectonic plates moving, could it possibly have shifted and bigger opening? Like, when was the last time you took a look?
Honestly, not recently. This is when Prolix came to me. That was the first time I'd ever really heard about it. I mean, I don't think there's been any tectonic activity, and I mean, we're in a desert. If there are plates moving, generally you feel it, or at least you see it. There's a lot of dust out there, a lot of sand getting kicked up, and at the very least, we got a lot of glass in these buildings, and glass and earthquakes don't go well together. But I mean, honestly, I can't quite. Actually, that's a good point. Actually, who would have started the rumor? I sure didn't. I mean, maybe,
Yeah.
I mean, I have helpers in here sometimes to help take care of the vegetation. Maybe one of them saw something and they went to the Allegiance, or maybe the Allegiance of Allsight has spies?
Maybe it was in a book.
Maybe it was in a book. That sounds much more pleasant.
Can I insight check him?
Yeah, totally. And as you're walking, he kind of takes you near the lake. Anybody who wants to, I'm going to say that with passive perception, Xarria and Sabina, right now you're immediately going to see that like the bottom of the lake is quite silty. And if you went and investigated it, it would not take much to determine whether or not any type of tectonic activity had taken place. Like it's a pretty, like, you'd know. It's a very still, crystal clear pond in the center of this sphere. Kaeko, what'd you get on your roll?
12.
12? He honestly seems kind of confused.
Okay.
Like, I think you're giving him the benefit of the doubt on this. If you're a little suspicious at first, he doesn't seem sus to you. You're not quite sure.
Okay.
So, I heard that you're something of a scientist yourself, Mr. Wildrock.
Why, yes. You could say that.
The Life Dome, we regulate the water flow to and from the canals, as you can see. Using a combination of enchantment and engineering, which is my favorite part, the Life Dome dispenses water from the lake into the major canals. And in the process, it also draws extra moisture from the air to supplement the water flow when necessary. So it's very humid in here right now, and we're breathing that in, but not always. Not always. Sometimes that gets funneled in. And now, as chief supervisor here, I can take control of that. I can manually override things and adjust the water level as needed. So if there is any type of incident where the water level seems to rise, all I have to do is grab the crystal I used to open the doors here, and oh shoot, I must have dropped it near the entrance. Give me one. Feel free to look around. I'm gonna. I shouldn't let that fall into the wrong hands. Plus, if they rekey it to me, I gotta pay like a 5 gold deposit, and I ain't got that kind of scratch.
Would you like Dax to help? He can go with you.
Oh sure. I love more bounders. Never seen one in person before, but my mom was used to tell me stories.
He's a bit of a small one, but he's very smart.
Well, pleasure to meet you, Mr. Dax.
Offers a paw.
Well, thank you very much. And he'll head back toward the entrance, kind of looking for that arcane crystal.
Dax will go sniffing along.
Do you what do you do?
Oh, sorry, I drifted off there.
There is a lot of science.
Right.
Very sorry, Kaeko.
Yes, that's you kind of just, it sounded like you're speaking another language, but then it sounded like a very boring language, and then I just kind of fell asleep.
He can make the water go up and down.
See, why couldn't he have just said that?
He did.
Are there big trees at all?
Tons indeed. All
Okay.
around. There are palm trees, there are fig trees, oaks, elms, pines, a lot of fruiting trees, particularly though.
Yeah. I'm going to try to find kind of the tallest one close by, or what looks like it is, and I'd like to climb it and take a boo.
Sounds good. Make me a perception roll as you climb it. You won't have any problem climbing because you have climbing speed.
I do have a climb speed.
Nice.
I paid attention.
You did. That's going to be a 21.
Glancing down, you look into the crystal clear water down by kind of where the rest of your party is hanging out, and looking down into it, you can see that no, absolutely not. There's no disturbance there, and it's flat enough, and the silt is evenly deposited enough that as you're looking down, you can, without a doubt, unless someone is using like an illusion spell on it, there's no hidden passageway down there. It would stir everything up too much. It would not be evenly distributed. You think that even with an illusion spell, it would have to be a pretty good one, and we'd have to cover a pretty wide area with your roll. However, as you're looking down, the surface of the lake begins to churn white with foam.
The whole thing, or just from one spot?
Kind of all around.
Everyone perhaps take a step back.
And I need a dex save from everybody.
Yeah,
Actually,
I was just thinking
actually,
about
no,
how
I
Kaeko
don't.
should.
Seconds later, an enormous, as you're saying that, an enormous geyser of water bursts upward and outward, sending Kaeko, Xarria, and Dorlen flying 5 feet into a canal by a sudden surge of water. And I need an initiative roll, please.
Ooh.
Yup, I was just thinking,
Alright.
like, Sabina's like this. Keiko's gonna do her aria of suspense, but that did not.
All right, let's do it.
All right. So the 12 was from a previous roll, so go after Diggy Blogg.
Okay, and let me just time to step into
The
battle.
12 was my passive perception or insight roll.
Ghost water. It's haunted.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, let's do it to it. Ooh,
We
fancy.
were hoping for ghosts.
Okay, so, okay, so I've got, 2 of you are tied.
Do you
Ooh,
want
3
to
of
go
us are
first, Robin?
tied.
Sure.
I'm gonna spend a hurt them more to give myself the go ahead in front of you both, because I rolled a 19.
Oh.
3-way tie. Hey,
Ooh.
3-way.
Freeway.
Oh my goodness.
Dorlen, Kaeko,
That was an epic snort, Christa.
That was so good.
Dorlen, Kaeko, Sabina, and Xarria. Okay, fantastic. And pardon me just 1 second while I adjust something. I think we should use this instead.
Explosive
Sure,
water.
Life Dome
I'm
is
here
Life
for
Dom and
it. Life Dom.
Oh my goodness.
All right, with that, there is a sudden explosion, and you're all going to be pushed into the canals. However, none of you are particularly bad swimmers. You'll easily be able to kind of survive the geyser blast. And as you do, you are going to see some of the water churn immediately in front of you, and are going to hear. And you're going to see some of the water splash aside momentarily. For those of you with a high perception score, Sabina and Xarria are going to see the vague outline of a semi-humanoid, not really, something in the water bursts forward and is going to charge. It is going to charge. Kaeko, do me a favor. What is your armor class, and is it
14.
18?
No.
Okay. 18, and that is a 23.
Yikes.
Perfect. All right. I need more
Yeeks.
dice.
That's always a
Okay.
fun sound to hear from your TM.
Okay.
out of nowhere, an invisible force grips you by the side of the head and slams your face into some of the rocks on the shore side. The first blow is going to deal 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And the next is going to deal 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm gonna use my Stone's Endurance to try and reduce that. I rolled a 10 plus 2, so that's 12. So that'd be 3 points.
That was the best time you've ever used that. Another is going to charge, snarling, and Xarria, you're going to hear as it lashes out at you with advantage. That is a 23. There's going to be something that grips you around the throat and is going to start to choke you as it lifts you out of the stream. You're going to see like bits of water flowing off of an incorporeal arm in front of you. That is going to be 12 points of damage with that. And then another blow is going to strike you across the face, potentially. And that is going to be another hit as well. You are thrown down into the water after taking an additional 11 points of bludgeoning damage. All right, and Dorlen, it is your turn. Now, this is all right in front of you. We're all swept down the water together. Sabina, you're about 20 feet beyond the edge of the lake, which means that they are kind of in the southern canal. So say you are 35 feet away from your friends, and you can see that there's something, a pair of invisible things in the water. What do you do? Dorlen and Kaeko. So sorry. That was misleading of me. So boom. So you're going to be up in just a second. Dorlen and Kaeko, these things are in the water directly in front of you. What do you do?
All right. So, because again, this is my first time doing this multi-classing thing.
Mm-hmm.
If I cast a spell and it's just a duration but not concentration, it will stay up if I go in a rage, right?
Yes. If it's not concentration, it should still work. Cool.
Keiko's gonna cast Mirror Image on herself as an action.
Nice.
So suddenly there are 3 more Keikos on the field. And then she's going to, all 4 of her Keikos are going to take out that +1 battle axe, and she would like to rage.
All right, sounds
as a bonus
fantastic.
Action, and she's gonna scream. She'll say, "All right, you fucking water things, come at me!"
Sounds great. You're gonna make an attack?
Nope, because it's an action to do Mirror Image and bonus action to cast to rage. So she's just gonna hold it and look threatening.
That
and
sounds fantastic. All right. Anything else you're doing with your turn? Any movement or anything? You're just gonna stay where you are.
So how far away in the water were they?
Like roughly? Right next to you. But at this point, you can't tell. They're invisible.
She will probably stay at this point, and just suddenly there are just 3 other Keikos around, and she's just gonna try and like be distracting and look threatening so that she'll hopefully try and get a lot of the attention. So Data's her turn.
Sounds fantastic. That was good. Dorlen, it's your turn. What do you do?
Okay. He's gonna rub the back of his head and look up at Kaeko and like, wow, I think I hit my head hard. I'm seeing triple, quadruple. And then he's going to be like, oh, people are getting hurt, and activate his armor as his action and try and just get up there. Keiko's got a bunch on her, so try and move towards in between, I guess.
You can see where Xarria was being struck from.
Okay, try and head over there to try and give her a little bit of backup, and we'll use a bonus action to activate my force field.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good. And your force field just raises your armor class, right?
No, it just gives me temporary hit points. It's
that's
arcane
right.
deflection thing.
Sorry, I haven't played this game in a few weeks with you. I'm forgetting some of the things. All right, Sabina, back up to you. It is your turn. Looking down, you can see there's something invisible in the water that is striking your friends. What do you do?
How deep is the water?
In places decently deep. It is deep. It is 60 feet in diameter. I will say that at the center, it is probably like 30 feet deep, 40 feet deep. Like it's very clear. It's very stirred up at the moment, though.
But it's like it's like one of those lakes that like there's a sheer drop off, and
I think
goes-
probably because it is acting as a reservoir. So I feel like
that's kind of what I was thinking. I was secretly hoping it had like a bank to it, so I could.
I'm
cast
assuming that
flamethrower
your
and
friends
catch
are
this thing
on
in
the
them, but
bank.
No.
Like
Yes.
you make a good point. For the sake of this fight, I'm going to say that your friends are on the edge of both the
Exactly.
glory and the bank,
Yeah.
because otherwise this
Perfect.
fight is not even remotely fun.
From where I am, then I'm going to take 2 shots with my short bow.
You will have
and I'm
disadvantage on
going
both of these.
I have what?
Disadvantage.
Oh, because they're invisible.
Yeah.
Do I get advantage for being above them?
No, because you can't see them.
The high ground.
Well, no, but that's what I mean. Like, would it balance it out? But that's fine.
I was thinking, could
Mechanically,
she see the silt kind of stirring or no?
not enough. Not enough
That's
to
fine.
really
No,
to break this,
disadvantage is
unfortunately.
fine. And I'm gonna whistle for Dax to come over.
He will start charging back over
So that's a 21 with disadvantage.
with disadvantage.
I rolled a 12 and a 13.
Ooh, damn. Okay, yeah, that will be 1 hit.
And then a 19.
That will be 2 hits.
A 10. I rolled a 10 and an 18. So hooray!
All right, 2 arrows are going to
okay, I
slash
only
through
do-
the air.
E6s anyway. That's 9 plus 8 is 17. It's actually not bad.
17. What are they separately, please?
Oh, sorry, a 6 and 4,
So 10.
10, and then a 6, I guess.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
6.
Just because depending on how you add it, it might be more or less for certain reasons.
For sure.
All right. So the second one was 6 points, or the second one was 12 points.
6 points.
Okay.
Because it was I said 16 total.
Okay.
Sorry,
sounds
I
good.
already threw my dice back in my bag.
No, it's totally fine. I was just mathing. Sorry. 2 arrows are going to slash through the air and are going to. You're going to see they slow down for a moment as they pass through this point right above Xarria, and your arrows are going to hit the lake and sink down in afterwards. But they slowed and struck something, and you would have heard with your halfling ears this kind of angry air sound.
Are they speaking something?
No, they don't
Okay.
make noise, but they do in my versions of the game because it's more fun if they're like. So the air got really angry when you shot it. So you know that you hit something.
How can you tell it's so hot already?
It's true. That's clever, actually. But no, your perception's too low for me to tell you that. Xarria, pardon me. Sabina, you doing anything else?
No.
Okay, Xarria, you're up.
All right. So it hit me, and I'm in the water. Am I able to like reach out and touch it?
You can try. You'll have disadvantage to touch it, but so are you using?
Oh, so it's not still making contact with me.
It's not. It knocked you down into the ground.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to touch it.
Okay, melee spell attack.
Okay.
I'm assuming you're doing inflict harm, aren't you?
Inflict wounds, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be a 17
17 with disadvantage.
with disadvantage. Yeah.
That is gonna
I got a
be.
10 and a 15.
You did it.
Oh, nice. Reach out. Whoops. Whatever I can touch. Get so excited I take my own ear off. And inflict wounds. That's. Where are all my dice over here?
Okay.
Oh my gosh. So I got a 10, 9, and 9. So that's going to be 28 necrotic damage.
Oof.
28 necrotic damage.
Yeah.
Beautiful. That is. I have to do. You actually have to make me do math. Good job. You are going to reach out and touch this incorporeal spectral creature, and there is going to be a sudden burst of energy around you, as it whatever you touched is not happy. It's hurt.
There. Okay.
Fantastic. Do you have anything else you're doing around?
No, I don't have any bonus actions because I didn't.
Okay. Do you want to do me a favor and roll me an Arcana check, if you'd like?
Okay. Just flat.
Just flat.
Oh, I rolled an 18. I don't think my Arcana is very good, but it's not a negative. It's a +2, so I got dirty 20.
This isn't a ghost. You'd know if it was a ghost. You'd be able to feel it somehow. The Raven Queen would inform you, which from your studies, there are very few things, but the Raven Queen is a queen, death, a goddess of death.
Mm-hmm.
One who sends death on the wind, like invisible stalkers.
Oh.
And top of the initiative, invisible stalker turn.
She'll
Xarria,
probably try to choke that out if she's like batting with it and like probably splashing water all up in her face.
Sounds good. Go ahead. How do you do it?
Invincible stalkers.
What's your armor class right now, Xarria?
16 because I didn't put my shield up.
16 because you didn't put your shield up. Okay, so that is going to be 1 hit on you. As you say, invisible stalker, it's going to catch you again under the jaw, right at the collarbone, thrusting you backwards. It's going to be 7 points of damage, and then it is going to no, it is not going to. It is going to be a clever monster. And Xarria, it is. I need you to do me a favor. You can make me an acrobatics or athletics check at disadvantage.
Acrobatics.
Okay. I probably will beat you on this.
Are they both at disadvantage?
So it is, you choose your favorite at disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Well, I rolled a 16 and a 19, so 17.
17. I got a 21, unfortunately. So the first blow is going to knock you back, and you are going to feel wind wrap around your throat and pull you underneath the water. It's going to drown you, or it's going to try.
Okay.
With that sudden jolt under the water, I'm going to spend a drama bomb roll now. My only one. Please make me a con save to not immediately inhale from shock.
Okay. It's going to be a 16, but I'd like to use my determination for a 19.
Sounds good. Kaeko, what were you gonna say?
So quick question again, because this is a fun time. So, reading rules as Barbarian and Rage, I can't cast spells or concentrate, but my, like, Dirge of Dread and Dissonance, like, my reaction, like,
It is not a spell. I'd be fine with it.
Is not a spell? Okay, cool. Well, I could have done something for the saving throw of the creature, but I don't know if also I can see it because it's wind. So that's why I'm kind of like,
Probably not.
Yeah, so cool. I wanted to clarify since we're kind of at a point where I could ask that question.
Yeah, totally.
I'm like,
All right. There we go. Okay, so Xarria, you are. Oh, what am I doing, guys? You guys are in the garden. Oop. There we go. I feel so foolish. This is the problem with me running the tech too. Join the Patreon, then I can get a producer, like a paid one. Okay, and then the. Ooh, Keiko's right there. I'm gonna go Kaeko. The other one.
I will roll a die. Because I'm doing...
Oh, you're doing a thing?
I have mirror image up. You have to see if you hit one of my things.
16. Would 16 hit you? Theoretically.
It would. So let me just see.
Yep, so roll.
Yep, I'm just pulling up the spell for what I have to do for the first one. So 3 duplicates, 6 or higher. I rolled a 3, so no, that's going to hit Kaeko. Fuck.
All right, so Kaeko, the first one is going to hit you. That is going to be 3, 6, 8, 4 points of bludgeoning damage with your rage.
So are you reducing it or not?
I halved it to 4 for you.
Okay, cool.
And the second hit, oh my god. Does a 15 hit you?
Yep, we'll see if that hits me or not. I rolled 11, so that's one thing gone and doesn't hit me. So now there's
It lashes
3
out at you,
Kaekos.
catches you in the stomach, kind of knocking you back just a tiny bit, and lashes out, and one of your illusions pops into nothing. There's less Kaeko here than there was a second ago.
Unacceptable.
All right, so Kaeko or Dorlen, who wants to go first?
After you.
All right. Kaeko would like to rage. She's already raging. So she's going to yeah, I guess I can only do one attack, unfortunately. So,
Yeah,
but
we
I
need
will
to
do
get
my
you-
action. Yeah.
You need you need reckless attack is what you need.
Not even reckless attack. I just need more than one attack.
No, but reckless attack would be great. Anyway, keep going.
It would. So yeah, I will say Keiko's gonna swing out and try and hit one of these as a action with her battle axe.
All right, I wish you luck. You'll have disadvantage because you can't see it.
That's true. Uh, 19.
19 is an absolute hit. Roll me damage.
Sweet. I rolled an 11 and a 12, and my bonuses are great. So because she has her conducting wand out as well, this is only going to be a D8 because she's using it one-handed, as we made an oopsie with my great axe earlier.
Yep.
9 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Is that including the extra for rage?
No, I forgot about that. It's been a hot minute.
So, and does that include the
11.
+1 for the axe?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that's
the
11
plus one
points of
was in
damage.
there. Yeah, so 11 points
Okay.
of damage. And then bonus action.
All right, you will impact something and tear it with your axe.
Sweet. Bonus action. I can give bardic inspiration because it's not a spell, right?
Yeah,
Sweet.
I'll say I don't see why not. Someone
Yeah.
at me in the comments.
Keiko's gonna look at Dorlen and say, Dorlen, I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but get fisting! And I'll give you a D8 bardic inspiration there, Chris.
Yay!
I think you were a little less
too angry
controlled
to
at the beginning there, but I think get fisting was definitely right. Dorlen, you're up, man. What do you do?
I get fisting. Xarria just went down into the water, and Kaeko just was smashed. I'm going to use a bonus action and type, I guess, use kinetic jaunt. Give myself some extra move and ignore their spaces. I'm going to go over and try and smack whatever's hitting Xarria.
Okay.
So that is at disadvantage, you said?
It is a disadvantage because you can't see it, but I am going to lower its armor class mentally because it is holding onto her, so you know where... Well, you know what? I'm going to actually say it's not going to be with disadvantage because you can see where the water is parting.
Nice. Oh, yeah. Right
so
on.
At the very least, you can aim for the arm or the arm-like thing, right?
Perfect. I just want to hit it once. So that would be a 23.
That is absolutely a hit. Roll me damage. And
right,
this is magical in nature, right?
Yep. 8 thunder. 8 thunder damage as I fist that one. And then I'm going to dance like Xarria belly dancing, because that's how I use my kinetic jaunt that one time back in the Dryad thing. And like weave in the water over to the one that's attacking Kaeko and try to hit that one as well.
Okay, sounds
try
good.
to fist that one, and I will use the bardic inspiration on that.
Okay, you'll have disadvantage on the roll, of course, but
okay. So that's an 8 on the dice, 15, 20 with the bardic inspiration.
that'll hit. That's with disadvantage. You got an 8.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And that will be 11 thunder damage as that one gets
Ooh.
fisted, and now both of them have disadvantage to attack anyone other than me.
Sounds fantastic. Sabina, you are up as you see Dorlen rush around the water.
She will call out to Dax again to get him to dash towards her as best she can. I'm not sure how far away they were in this, but I'll try to get him
about 40
over.
feet.
Okay, fantastic. So he might be around next round.
Yeah. What's his speed? Is it 30?
Okay, cool. I think it's 40. Yeah, his speed 40 feet
He can make it. He can make it through this round. He can make it to you or them. Your call.
to them. Yeah, he's not gonna make
Yep.
it up the tree.
He can make it up. I mean, he could.
I
he
would
has
like it-
plenty
I
of
would-
speed.
This is true. I would like him to make to Kaeko specifically. Yeah, if he can make it there without me telling him to use a dash, I can use my bonus action to get him to use the help action.
I will spend the something good happens to allow him
Fabulous.
to act autonomously for this one turn.
Wonderful. So he will use the help action on Kaeko. So Kaeko will
Cool.
have the help action on the first turn. Yeah.
Sounds good.
And then she's going to take both of her attacks. Still at
All right.
disadvantage.
You will still have a bonus action as well because I spent the something good happens for you.
Oh, why, thank you.
You're welcome.
Fantastic. Yeah, I will. In that case, because since I have the bonus action, I'll cast Zephyr Strike on myself.
Ooh.
And I will use that to give myself advantage on an attack. So I'll roll
Okay.
flat. So that attack is going to be an 18.
That will absolutely hit.
Wonderful. And so on that, I will also do an additional d8 of force damage. So that attack is going to do 6 force damage
Okay.
and 6 regular damage.
Okay. So 6 force, 6 regular.
Yes. And this is
Okay.
the one that is on Xarria.
All right. That sounds. You are a keen-eyed person. You can see the water. Roll me a d20 one more time. Because if you gave yourself advantage, did you roll
16.
flat or did you roll with advantage?
Oh, I rolled flat when I attacked.
So roll if you'd like to use your advantage on this one. Because I said the water was broken, you could get an idea of where it was.
Oh, okay, awesome.
So it is not super invisible. So you can roll again to see
Okay.
if you get an nat 20.
No, 16, so 25.
All right, that is still a powerful strike as your force arrow slams into it.
Nope, that's Francis. 5 damage.
5 damage.
I was like, I get to reroll ones, and then I was like, no, Francis rerolls ones on damage.
Oh, okay.
You play a character for one session, you
I
forget
know,
all your other
I know,
ones.
right? Okay. Are you done with your turn?
That's my turn, yes.
All right, fantastic. Xarria, it is your turn. You are being choked out under the water. You are grappled. What do you do?
Okay. I want to inflict wounds it again.
I love it. Go ahead and make me that roll with advantage.
Thank you.
Because it's not like
It
you
worked
can't
well
just-
last time.
Right? It's not like you can't just go like this.
Yep. All right. That's going to be a 19 to hit.
That is an absolute hit. Roll me damage.
Excellent. Not as good as last time, but that's 21 necrotic damage.
Ooh, there's another flash of sickly green energy that, or actually black energy probably coming out of you, right? It's the Raven Queen.
Yep.
So a surge of,
Absolutely.
and for a second, for just the briefest second above you, you can see this swirling entity of wind and hate trying to choke you into the water. Would you like to do anything with your bonus action?
I don't think I can get my shield across, like with my one hand. And then
I'll allow it.
across. Okay, I usually wear it on my back.
I'll allow it. It's technically a donning
Nice.
action, but that rule sucks.
Oh,
I've seen enough
Okay.
Marvel movies that I know that Cap can pick up that shield quick. It's only when he's
Right.
dramatic that he has to tighten it. I can prove it right now. I've literally got the metal shield right there.
perfect. All right, I'm gonna
Doesn't
do that
surprise
then.
me.
No,
Of course, it's right there. It's a Christmas present. All right. So as you put your shield back, you kind of block it. I need another con save since you're underwater.
Okay. That's actually a pretty good roll. 18.
18. You're still fine.
Yes.
Top of the initiative. The one that is on top of you is going to like snarl with rage down. And I mean, he's gonna try to hit you. He's just gonna he is going to try to finish you off. So that is going to be disadvantage. Yes, I know.
Yep.
Because of Dorlen. So 2 strikes. One of them is going to be an absolute miss. The first one is going to smash you right in the chest, slamming down into you for that is going to be 10 more points of bludgeoning damage, and another one aims directly at your throat, and you're going to surge your shield, and you're going to hear tong as your shield is impacted and blocks the blow.
Oh.
Another one is the other one behind you that was attacking Kaeko is going to spin on its heels, look at Dorlen. You can't see it doing this, but is going to charge Dorlen. Dorlen, that is an unnatural 20 on the first attack.
Just.
And that is
you said spin on its heels. It's not. It's just turning around, not leaving my.
It spins on its floating in the air invisibly.
Yeah, but it's not like leaving me for opportunity attack. Right?
It is no. Well, you couldn't see it. You can only opportunity attack things you can see.
Ah.
So, because you wouldn't know how to attack otherwise. That is a 25 on the other one. I'm pretty sure that's not just.
Yep, both hit.
So yeah, Dorlen, I need you to do me a favor. That's 11 bludgeoning on the first one, and 8 points of bludgeoning as you kind of put your fists up, and you push your fists up watching the front, and this solid fist of air clocks you right behind the jaw, almost dislocating your jaw out of its socket. And then another one wraps around and starts slamming you in the back. Dorlen and Kaeko, it is your turns. What do you want to do?
After you.
All right. Keiko's going to, I think she's gonna do the same thing. I think she's gonna try and swing at this.
All right.
Dude, and try and frickin' finish it off or something.
All right. Give it to me.
And I have it. I roll flat, right? From Xarria's.
Yes.
Sabina's
Actually,
help.
as you rush forward, Dax is going to pounce around in the water, throwing water up into the air that is going to outline this swirling mass of air that is slamming into Dorlen.
Perfect.
But it kind of looks like he's just dancing in the water, like splish, yay, splish.
Splish, 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 splish. Perfect.
It makes Dax noises.
Dax noises.
Hashtag Dax noises.
I'm sorry, Sabina. Oh wait, no, that's a 7, not a 1. That is a 7, not a 1. I repeat.
Good. That's probably better. What is your total?
Do.
Proficiency bonus of what, 3 right now?
Yeah. So it is a 15 to hit.
You hit.
What? Amazing.
All right, rushing forward, 3 Keikos leap into the air and come down on this creature on Dorlen.
I think she's pretty pissed, so I think she's right now going to swing it two-handed because she's just freaking frustrated with the world. So she's doing this two-handed.
Okay.
And that is a Dork Tails on that. So that is going to be 15 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
She goes, "You ignore me? No, you won't!"
All right, there is a spray of nice cool air that blows through your hair as you bring that down. It's very glamorous. Right over, almost cutting off the top of Dorlen's head as you do it, but you're an expert.
A close shave is still a close shave.
Yep.
And any bonus actions?
No, because I was using it two-handed, so she would not be able to do her
Bardic?
Bardock.
Oh, you can't do any bardic without your wand.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I know for the Dirge of Dread, it's like playing stuff, but for flavor, I would leave that as your call. If she uses the Bardic.
Why don't you look up
wand.
Bardic Inspiration and see what the wording is there, and we'll be back to you after Dorlen's turn.
Sounds great.
All right, Dorlen, if I'm not mistaken, you failed your Constitution save or your
Yes.
Concentration save,
Yep.
but it's your turn. What do you do?
Awesome. So, I know they said not to bring a cannon, but I will hit my Thunder Fist gauntlet. Nothing will happen. I'll hit it again a couple of times, and a little tube will come out, and I'll just use that to do magic missile on the one that's attacking Xarria again while she's underground or under the water.
Okay. What level are you casting at?
Second level.
Okay.
So 4. Nice. 9. 12 force damage.
12 force damage. They are going to make impact. Ooh. The only problem with this is I can't tell you how badly hurt they are. These things are really rolling you guys, though. Those impact, and it's still struggling with her. Do you have anything else that you're doing?
Bonus action, put the shield back up for those sweet temporary hit points.
Okay, all right. Kaeko, did you look it up?
Yeah, it's just being like, it doesn't say about casting it. It's just you inspire people. So
Yeah.
I think
you only need the
that-
wand for your Dirge of Dread and your other powers.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, as a bonus action, she will inspire Xarria and just like she was gonna put her head under the water and just start screaming at Xarria.
Blah, 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 blah.
All right.
And
Sounds
you're gonna
fantastic.
I love it.
very inspired.
So
It
take a
was
Bardic
so
Inspiration.
inspiring.
1d8
Sabina.
for you.
What do you do, Sabina?
Sorry, I had my fan on and my mic muted, and I was like, I have to turn the fan off before I turn the mute off. I'm gonna do the same thing as last. I'm gonna use my bonus action to have Dax help. Give the help action to Kaeko again.
Okay.
And then I will take my 2 attacks. Are they gonna be regular if they're still on the one?
Yeah, I'll say so, because it hasn't had a chance to let go yet.
Fantastic. That's a 19 plus 9 is 28.
That's probably a hit, yeah.
Does a 13 hit?
It does not.
Yeah, didn't think so. That is okay.
I was waiting to see if you wanted to spend your determination before I said yes or no. But
Oh, fair. I forgot I had determination. All good.
Yep.
I should have used it. That's okay. It's only 5 damage.
5 damage. All right, your arrow will pass through the air again, dealing a bit more damage. Xarria, it is your turn. What do you do?
I mean, why not once more?
All right.
Let's give it a try. Inflict wounds one more time.
Feeling.
Okay, sounds good. Give it to me. Make me a flat attack roll.
All right. I'm just taking a peek see at Bardic Inspiration. So that's just for my.
That's you
For
can add
my,
this to your attack
attack.
roll.
All right. Let's
And
go.
with your version of Bardic, Kaeko, she has to add it before, right? Oh, she can add it after?
Yeah, no, that's like it's like every bard thing. You can add it after you
I
roll.
need to play more bards.
They're great.
And it's a D8 at your level.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice. All right.
That's
let's
right,
do
yeah.
this.
But it has to be, it's like determination. It's before I say whether or not it hits.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I got a
Ren.
nat 20
Oh,
without it.
Inflict
say-
wounds with feeling, as Random
Inflict wounds
said.
with feeling. Inflict wounds on me, please.
All right. Cha. All right. That was not great, but I get to roll them again. Right? No.
Yeah, you roll them twice.
Nice. All right, so that is way better. So that's 19. That's going to be 29.
29 points of
Yeah, I rolled
damage.
real bad the first time.
That is so
necrotic
much
damage.
overkill that what I'm gonna say is I'm gonna say two things. Number one, how do you want to do this?
I think while I'm struggling, I'm gonna somehow grab its face because that's just kind of her MO at this point,
Hmm.
and just kind of blast it through the back of whatever would be its head.
For a moment, this incorporeal creature that looks almost like a sheet of air with these dark spots for eyes screams as you blow through the back of its head, and you kick up so much water with this that it is going to just go and clear a channel between you and your friends 10 feet away, which is
Nice.
going to cover that invisible stalker in water,
Nice.
giving one turn of visibility.
Amazing.
Overkill rules, they're great. You did so much extra damage to this thing. It's so extra.
How
That's
much
just how
HP
she
did it
rolls.
have? How many HP did it have before she
It had
killed
13,
Nice.
so she did double its remaining
Nice.
hit points. So, top of the new round. I don't have to worry about that invisible stalker anymore. One of them was going after Dorlen. Dorlen, did you manage to hit him last round with your fists? You did not.
No,
Cool.
I just magic missiled the other one.
That's fair. All right. You put your head underwater and roared, Kaeko, which I think is a great chance to... I'm visible.
You're a visible stalker now.
Well, it means
Yeah.
I don't have advantage on my attacks anymore.
Ha!
But I'm going to spend my 2 Hurt the Mores to have advantage on my attacks. So, hey. Which is not going to help. Kaeko, you are going to have an instinctive feeling that something is coming toward you, and a spike of pure air is going to drive into the water next to your head at 11 AC,
Okay, yeah, that one hit.
and is going to surge around underneath you, trying to hit you directly in the face. And this one, that's going to be a 22.
That will hit. Let me roll to see if it gets one of my 2 remaining thingamajigers.
Fair.
Still
I like that you have
cool.
backup singers in the water.
Right?
Oh my
It's
god,
great.
that's amazing.
All right. I rolled an 8. An 8. Yep, that makes it. Pew! Hits my duplicate.
All right. It takes 9 points of bludgeoning damage and evaporates into the air. Dorlen and Kaeko, it is your turns, Kaeko. Kaeko, Dax is giving you advantage.
Ha-ha! Keiko's gonna come up from the water and go, "Oh, I can see you now." Oh, that was so close to a Dork Tails, but not quite. 22 to hit.
22 is absolutely going to hit. Roll me damage.
All right. She is also again swinging this two-handed because yeah, she mad. And all right, that is it's a 6 plus 5. That's 11 plus 2 is 13 slashing damage.
Okay.
Tabletop him over Dax.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you'll baseball swing him over top. So 13 points of damage total. Fantastic, wonderful hit.
Yeah.
Dorlen, what do you do? There is a splash as this creature is knocked over Dax, right in your range.
Oh, I'm getting in on that.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
Yeah.
oh, you said it's visible, right?
it is visible.
I'm going to try something a little different, actually.
Okay,
No, actually, I'm not going to do that. All right, sorry. I'm going to attack it with both.
What a
All
move.
right. It just was almost a 20. All right, so that's a 14. 14.
14 is a hit.
Yes. And then a 18. So that's 2 hits.
An 18 is a hit.
So 5 and 8 thunder.
5 and 8 thunder.
As I fist it. double fist this time.
Ooh.
Okay. Oh, beautiful. You actually made me have to create a new column for hit dice at this point. All right, so twice fisted in the back. Twice fisted, once shy. I don't know how that goes. But you
That's
you
how it
fist
goes
this,
now.
Yeah, you fist this
Yep.
sucker good, slamming like bits of thunder echoing throughout its frame. And Sabina, you can see this son of a bitch now.
Pew pew pew.
I'm gonna get Dax to give help action to Dorlen this time in case we get around to that, and I will do my 2 attacks.
All right. Splish, splish, splish.
18 and 19.
I'm pretty sure those are both hits. Why don't you go ahead?
Fantastic. Oh my god, I have rolled nothing but 6s and 1s on damage, and that's it. And I just rolled 2 1s, so it'll be 5 and 5 damage.
5 and 5. Okay. All right. So 10 damage total. Okay.
Yes.
10 damage total. Math, Kelly. Boom. You're bad at math. No, you're writing in the wrong spot of your sheet. You just made the sheet. All right. 2 arrows are going to ping into the side and stick for a moment before they dissolve. Xarria, this creature is about 10 feet away from you right now. You can see its vague outline in the water from your blast. What do you do?
I'm gonna get a little bit further out of the water.
Okay.
So being underwater sucked. And then I want to cast my spiritual weapon right beside it.
Okay. So a giant raven quill, if I'm not mistaken, appears next, and I believe that when you cast a spiritual weapon, you get an attack
I
because it's the best spell
do.
in the game.
Yep. When you cast a spell, you can make a melee spell attack against a creature. If I can see it, let's
If
do
you
it.
can see it, if it bleeds, you can kill it. Easy
melee
breezy,
spell attack.
beautiful.
All right.
Raven girl.
Oh, that's nice. That's gonna
That's
be
so
a
Raven.
15.
15 is gonna be a hit. Roll me damage.
Perfect. That's gonna be plus my spellcasting ability modifier is gonna be 9 points of damage.
I will say now that you can see it, it is fairly raggedy along the edges. From where it's been stripped down. It was probably a much larger creature before this. But
Force
you're...
damage if it matters. I was
Yeah.
trying to figure out what type. I couldn't remember.
Oh, totally. Force damage is like one of the best damages. Your quill, your raven feather is going to slash through it. And with that is actually going to take all of the rest of the water off of it, rendering it invisible once more. For its turn, unless you have anything else you want to do.
Nope.
All right, top of the initiative.
Oh, ow. Actually, yes, sorry.
Mhm.
If, because that is only actually a bonus action.
Yeah, do you have another action?
I don't think I would be able to get my shield and crossbow, so you know what? That's fine. Never mind. We're good.
Okay. I mean, you could try a crossbow shot
Like,
if you wanted to.
logistically, I don't. Oh, I'll try.
Is it preloaded? We'll say yes. It's bad on the strings, but you're
Always.
adventurers.
Yeah.
We can just buy another one.
You can also
Who has
cast a
that time?
cantrip.
You can cast a cantrip. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll cast Toll the Dead then.
Ooh,
Oh,
Nice.
well,
That's my
there we
favorite
go.
cantrip.
Yes, yes.
what's
that is
my save
amazing.
for that?
I forgot about that.
Don't worry about it.
Charisma? No.
I said don't worry about it. I rolled a 10.
Oh, okay.
It's a wisdom save from you, but I just was wondering what the number was.
Oh,
So
More than
that's
that.
it. Does not matter anymore.
word. Oh, it's one of my cards that I had to make myself. Okay, perfect.
So and then Toll the Dead.
And so it's taken damage, right?
It
Yeah.
has taken damage.
Perfect. That's 2 points of necrotic damage.
I mean, that's something.
It's something. Woohoo!
And did you roll
It's just like one of those
2d12?
little bells. No. Oh.
'Cause
Oh,
you're level-
because
you're
I'm
level
level
7.
5. I mean, over level 5.
Your level, yeah.
Did not roll 2d12. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm super good at playing D&D. So that's 9 this time. So that's 11 points.
11
That's
points
a
of
heck
damage.
Of a lot more.
Oh, that is way better.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So you're gonna go gabong. and it is going to take a significant amount of damage. It's going to make a horrible noise, and is going to... Ooh, if I were going to kill somebody...
The one that was just fisting you in the back?
Yeah, you did hit me, didn't you? Yeah, okay.
Twice.
All right, Dorlen. I'm invisible.
Yep.
And I'm angry at you.
And I'm very visible target.
You are for that first nat 20.
Harder, daddy.
And that second miss somehow. So, okay. Let me just acquire dice and make profit.
Oh no.
Dorlen, as you like prepare for the blow, the first one is going to actually the first one is going to come at you with such ferocity that you actually can't catch it in time, dealing 20 points of bludgeoning damage to you and throwing you 5 feet back. However, it hits you so hard with that blow that it doesn't connect with the second one because you get pushed out of its range.
I love
Like
it.
this is some Mike Tyson's punch out bullshit.
It's like, did you catch the number of that carriage?
All right, and
You lost
that
your
is
boots.
yeah, that's it. You lost your boots. They are now full of water and maybe a fish. All right, Dorlen or Kaeko, who's up?
After you, Kaeko.
All right. How? I guess I can't see how messed up it's looking right now.
I would assume decently, but
Yes, it's true. Yeah, I'll just take a swing.
take a swing.
Yep. At disadvantage. Come on.
I believe it.
Okay, this might not work.
Okay.
I did chat. I don't have determination.
3, 2.
It is a a 10 to hit.
That's not gonna hit, unfortunately.
Nope. Nope.
Okay. So
Okay.
rushing out, you take a swing in your own rage, and are
And-
not able to connect with it as you whiff past it.
Bonus action. Keiko's gonna drop her rage.
Okay. Dropping your rage. What do you do?
Yep.
Is that it? Just
Yeah. She's gonna put it back and go. All right. Time for some more civilized magic.
all right. Sounds good. Dorlen, it is your turn then. Kaeko takes a swing with her axe and
2 can play at that game. I'll walk 5 foot forward.
okay, you're going to be able to roll flat, Dorlen, because Dax is going to splash around and help you in the water.
Yeah, Dax. So that would be a 13. Not a good roll. And a 13. Damn it. Wait, determine. Oh, does
You have one.
determination?
You
You
have
have
determination.
I will
one.
use that on one of those.
Okay, there will be a hit.
Yes. 9 thunder damage.
9
It's
thunder
like,
damage.
Take this.
All right, so there's a boom as your thunder impacts it. Anything else you're doing your turn?
Last
Shield.
extra temporary hit points.
Okay, and Sabina, it is your turn. What do you do?
I'm actually going to have Dax attack once, and then I'm going to attack once.
All right, give him your
And
disadvantage.
Dax is treated as magical for purposes of attacks.
Nice, that'll be helpful for damage.
And so he's
All right.
gonna maul. And he's
So
is he at disadvantage?
Everybody's at disadvantage.
That's what I thought. Okay. 9 plus 6 is 15.
Hit.
Wonderful. And so
Roll me
he's
his
gonna
damage.
do a D8. 5 plus 2 plus 3 is so 10 damage total, but as magical.
How does Dax want to do this?
Yes.
He's
Love it.
He's been in all of his helping of everybody. He's been watching everybody and seeing like where they've hit, and so he's gonna leap up high and grab on with his teeth where Kaeko's been hitting the thing, and then rake his back legs down to tear where Dorlen punched him.
All right. And you impact, or he impacts, and it discorporates, leaving you in the stillness of the garden once more. As you catch your breath and sputter, Carlisle will rush up alongside. Are y'all okay?
I think there's something in the water.
Dax is pouncing like a dog would do in the water, trying to find its stick.
Oh, somehow, yeah.
Xarria, you look quite hurt, and Kaeko's gonna go up to you and cast Cure Wounds on you.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely no worries.
Strange being on the other end of that.
Them's assassins.
That's only gonna be 5 points, I'm sorry.
That's okay, thank you.
I think I might know who sent them here.
Who?
Climb down.
I would say that... Well, I'd say that whoever summoned these invisible stalkers, they're likely with, well, the Consortium of the Vermilion Dream, or the Sentinels of Memory.
All right, we got beef with the first one. Who's the who?
The, yeah.
Sentinels of...
They don't ring a bell.
Oh,
Or am I forgetting about them?
They ring a lot of bells, sir. The Sentinels of Memory? Well, they believe that the Allsight's work to unearth Kael'Moro. Well, they just believe that, well, the past should stay buried. And they're willing to do whatever it takes to make sure it stays that way.
Okay. Well, first things first. Xarria, can you use your stick and help me find my boots?
They're in Dax's mouth.
Sure.
Oh, great.
Oh.
He dodges away from you.
Okay, Dorlen's gonna be distracted, going after Dax in the background of whatever's going on.
Yeah. Sabina will whistle at him, and he'll give her your boots and sit calmly.
I'm glad you're all right. I really hope that y'all ain't gonna be up against the Sentinels. I wish you the best. Sorry you didn't find what you were looking for. Although, maybe you did.
Yeah.
And I think
I
with
guess
that,
someone had to...
please.
Sabina's got smoke coming out of her ears.
I think someone had to start that rumor.
And then they tried to take out whoever went after it.
Yes.
That may make sense to me.
So this was a trap?
Yes.
Completely possible.
You know, those things,
100%.
they must have been in here all day. They could have killed me a ton of times.
But they weren't after you.
They were
They're
coming
sent
for
after
you.
people. Yes.
Yes.
They caught wind that we were the ones after this, apparently, I suppose.
Well, was it us?
Oh, God.
Was it us specifically, or was it someone from the Allsight who's been trying to unearth this and whatnot? But yeah,
Whatever the command was.
Oh,
They had
sorry,
it
my
there.
jaw hurts.
I set on us. Here, let me help you. She'll, kind of slap it. For
Ow.
healing.
It hurts so good.
I'll cure... Oh my god. I'll cure wounds you once. Let me just take a peek here.
All right, taking a moment to cure yourselves. You're going to cure wounds, so D8 plus
Yeah.
wisdom.
Yep, got it. So 10 points.
10 points.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. As you take a look around, having walked into a trap that very nearly saw your demise, it seems like, after you report to Prolix Yusuf, you got some questions to ask. But I think we'll be asking those questions next episode. So, as we call game here for the night. So, folks, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Thank you, all the people who came here and raided us on Twitch. Love you
So
very
many
much.
raids.
So many raids. Holy
Fantastic.
crapadola.
Stick around. Everybody like and subscribe. And if you're watching later on YouTube, be sure to hit the subscribe button because that really helps. It really, really helps. Folks, I hope you enjoyed that game. Be sure to come back next week on Tuesday night for Call of the Netherdeep, episode 15. Hopefully we'll have our 5th party member back at that point. Also, I really wanted to quickly say thank you so much, specifically to Art Hard Perception Studios, Tabletop Titties, everybody who rated us tonight. Y'all are amazing. I also quickly have to thank all of our patrons over at patreon.com/dorktales who keep the lights on and keep the stream going. In particular, I am going to call out a couple people real quick before we leave. They're going to be my world building producer, Shulton, my divine producer, DM Michael Gray, Soul Omen and Precarious, my twin demonic producers, as well as my princes of the Patreon, the Traveler, Terran, Buddy, Trizelta, Cubby, Gummy, Aeolus, and Amberthist. Anyway, that's everybody there. If you want to learn more about what we do, see some games like Strixhaven, where we just put on costumes and then pretend to make out with each other, apparently, because that's what the campaign looks like.
It's a dating sim. It's
a dating sim. We had dating sim
Speaking
t-shirts
of-
made. They're great.
We even have the t-shirts.
Strixhaven. I found a D&D stream that's actually running a homebrew with Strixhaven sword.
Really? Let's go. We'll
I
go
put it
right
in
the next- Perfect.
I put them in the ping chat for you.
Perfect. All right, and folks, if you are watching later, definitely check out Perception Studio, check out Art Hard Studios, check out Tabletop Titties, and all the rest. You can find most of them on YouTube as well, and if not, you can definitely find them on Twitch. They are fantastic streams with plenty of D&D for you and plenty of other role-playing games to fill that void in you when you can't find a table. So. With that, I want to say love you very much. Hopefully you'll be back tomorrow night for the Shards and Urn. See you next time. Good night, everybody.
Bye.